Enyuma ahodin ewo mu, enyuma tumi ewo mu, enyuma enwosra ewo mu. Enyuma ema honhom nipa no osoriye na wo kai baby wo free eba na wo hwe nachi na wo hwe eye honhom wiase senia enka by this time asobofo no mo enam wiemu no mo etu no mo ekro no mo eba na o mataba no mabie mu no mo kutukutu awurade no mo sori awurade na mpanimfo elders o mo so kutu awurade den wosranyum ana dan nyina wo so wo de hye da nase nenkai wo baby a wo free eba se wo hunam dua ana nkai a ohum de wo kai wo nim baby a wo free eba when the relationship ano ni nyankopon ewo simple se aso se abofo ne sorry no mo etonyum no mo eka kronkron ni wawurade a no wo kai those signs wo gina kire honom no no so ekoto no wo sorry no wo mo nyankopon edin kase ne so a then wo sheda na sia edi wanim kan no do wonam a eno ana na ma no ahia wo bi ohia no wo kan sempa egu abrabo mu eno ena anama na wo hia obi a no wo ka kire se ebe yeye eno ena onamo a na akwansidi ananka da no ewo honom bia no no nyame amana bofo ayi afiri honom entera pa bi bisa se wo ye den ni se wo so anopai wo mfa bible a wo kan ye wo ye den se wo so anopai a wo hwehwe wo nyankopon akira kwan wo ye den se wo so anopai a impo one can't say when young couple say every day was say simple didn't affirm it's just by grace that your life your hard work pays not. After all, he says this so-called righteousness which we profess, it's like a dirty rag before him. And maybe so I said, wo ye denti and I won't can't you young couple say what them was on the pay. Wo ye denti and on the pay one count Bible, wo ye denti and on the pay one count Quran. My brothers and sisters who are in the Muslim faith, I admire them so much. There's a mosque there. The enthusiasm, the zeal, the zealousness. Muslims, so the time they don't miss it. I had a friend back at the university. You throw exams, na simple. Emergency also kubompaya. When we send you pino kubompaya, just a few minutes no back. The respect for Allah. But many of me know, you doing a kupon ediago. I'm hoping. So ma ni peno. Akwenya kakra. No kai baby o free eba. Se mpo utimi kai on koda bema. Manekwai no so enkai. Bidi ede simulation and playing so. Me mo akwaba ebadwumede so enche ACP retired Victor Tando at the road city bit never brand ebajeemme na the headlines of the newspapers so atwa so ye the nkomo kakra na ye the sports update so abraman for ye the air trending issues so abra oman for na afeyabowura nsemu and pay ye be the nkomo na ye ni actually the educational sector na ye ni omo APR at the nkomo na pay na ye the nsem kakra yen say a computer placement program no omo essay ye be chance anisa if you say enkwada no results no aba. Now are we going to witness what we witnessed the years back where parents were frustrated, where students have been placed and the places they had been sent to many is there a likelihood that we would avoid all these things? You tag and some educational sector, ADHA, na yedi enkomo. Several other issues, textbooks, and some textbooks be about sister anymore. Now you raise concerns about the content of those textbooks. The fact is that for more than 2 years, and Koda at the basic level, Eco School, now they had no textbooks, and yet we looked on virtually unconcerned for this practice to go on. A teacher for one more affair. Ahon ensensem ne nyina no anapa yedi ahon enkomo enti woni yen hwimbom na yen nyina no yen toto adwene nchire adwene ewo dwumedi so ye mo akwaba na yenko ne ne ACP enkodi nkomo ye ne ACP enin command pay no fa ye rule safety betina and ben ACP na fa so mo akwaba ja
Major also, or this year.
Na impomo eja.
Boss, I'm here to patch away. The use of Muslim Hoy.
But you could come kakra boss.
There I am, yes.
Yo.
Yo, at my phone, more happy as Momo, Mama Passoria. Mahokaka. Any Mudimedia would have sold the Ediboa moment. Because I said, so come for your Cosora, come home. On Cossin Tremusium. Only when you on Cossin Chit, name so, and Tremo. A tape of Mutit Medi and the pay, Mamunia Action, or Machan and no best aid Media Cassieso, or Happy FM 98.9, and the pay NA boss, Emma Sami Shan, and the Ejomo. All my body Domini B, and it just Nati, Isaac Aday, Sufa Dankwa, Raymond Nyamado, Eura Fatih Shaibu, Ali, Pastor Thomas, and the director, Kwame Demke. So for the message, so needing yet Mamma the Pachim, so for them to fear night to answer. If you who in number, ye, Abusafo, ye knew the any papa binti, a yatom, yet the message, so near dinny, then I said, so near dinny. I'm in here, Benefui, a Staff Sergeant, Ajiman, the Tato Shuba, 437 Military Hospital, and Benefon, I could drive on. I mean, no driver for another. What from whom he said, Beji, I mean, coming in Amo, no Shisham. Chief Asari, Fafra had entered them. And Ura Agauto, also a showman, also Memoche, and a pay, I mean, coming in Amo, I mean, come on. Hey, and not bright, well, would I know now 9 years, not my mouth 7, I mean, himself born for. I hope Papa Abrewaber Crocro, not be there to tell I mean, himself bright. I was afraid they may so near the near son of him saying, near crop. If you're quite could say me a bansua, Eban saying. Yaban saying, Bishafo, and Ghana National Fire Service. Udumija for the Cassi Bobby Etuja. No work at a friend, daily graphic, Nechi, I say bombs, and ramps, and then a cahono. No cranny. When I'm from my Kwani Biswa, a bunkama faso. Now I'm Sakwan, no, I feel near Tibabako, a workodich. Sans a bumps no dozen. When in Nasokanoko Plibiso, a do a coffin, a be of Biposo, a be of Bipo Ayase, and in a Kakan. Or see in Trey. And a crack, read near me for Quanoso. Ufian more the could do. I don't break in Swa, come. Now, could do Japan. I will feel Japova Kusi, Francadia Kusi, as a Kumaho. Sir Ramsey Bebri, it be hobby. I hope it's Kumana to us, I could bring you. You know, I say, John Sherman, so now we would down when you at the far for Quanaswa. Hey, baby, just a baby when in the crowd we do now. Ramsey be a bump, I can say. Because you 2 amena kwan so ye de kubedua atoso ansane ataso enti wudu ho no anhwe ya na wudnim kwan so ya anhwe ade ebeyo papa no na fire service for so e de abetudo ye no me no ya dream papa ye besre nye honko enkra ha ene miemie ne bebre wo fa sa kwa we so a so ga kope akati aboda bala kwan no so nyinara Ramsey na emra etia sanse lol kwana da ho na wura ni oye no ona bibi se wo so a wotimi ye ni yi o ma ye kwan no o ma Ghana Highway Authority ebi ni Department of Urban Roads ebi ni Department of Feeder Roads nfutu kwan mo ni ade ni nyina ka kwan ho bi o ma ye o ma kwan eni so o tisa bia no na kwan bi da ho that's what how be koso driver for milk tu o motu ya no odin na o tse pew ade tie pew bobo na ye bobom nkrofo a an eno so enye ne kwan so no na ma wo kwan e se fa so e se asamre ma ho no mo de tu n'enyim na o de tu na nan so o krom ho nyim o o krom ho nyim no motu ho na mo e ko regional administration ana district administration no mo ko he se bobo Ghana Highway Authority for amanie Urban Roads for amanie and a feeder roads for amanie No more ba abɛhwɛ sɛ nyampa ɛhɔ no ɛteɛ. No more sampa ehia sɛ ɛyɛ ramps bi hɔ no mu a ɔmo ayɛ bi. Ɔmo yɛ nso a ɔmo de ahyɛnsodeɛ nso esisi kwan no akakra na woduru baabi a bɔmpo woduru baabi a bɔmpo titobo ne nyinaa no wohu no kama. Na yɛ ne ade yɛ pɛm ɛyɛ ne deɛ no kura ne fie ne hɔ ahyɛnsodeɛ bie na ɔbɛn na ɔsɛ prɛko na wakɔpue so. Akɔpue so paa ne mmirika no wɔ mu wanhwɛ yɛ a wofa so a ɛbɛtew afa so. Ɛbɛtew ɛde wafa so na anhwɛ ɛde ɔhaw ɛde aprɛw. Eti National Fire Service wɔ yɛdɛm ase yɛme nhyɛ mo sɛde mu kɔhu yɛ no mo yɛ nyinaa kyɛ. Yɛde Happy FM fɔ so ase sɛ ɔhama yɛ kwan yɛn nso yɛka bie yɛsrɛ ɛnyɛ hɔ nkɔ nkra ha nyinaa da borɔno bi sɛ wonam a ɛna ramsey wofa no kwa san so ɔmo so sɛ kaa si twam a ɛbɔ futuro paa ɔno ankasa de ne pɛ na ɔmo akɔ yɛ ramsey bi nti yɛsrɛ ahyɛnkafoɔ sɛ mudu saa bea na monto mo bo ne nipa ɛte hɔ no nso ɔmo nso mi yɛ wɔn kakra ɔmo ho ntɔ wɔn kakra ɛna nipa hɔ no nso biribi a mpɛ sɛ moyɛ ɔkwan no so biara no monkɔhu ɔmo ɛkwan no ɔmo na ɛhwɛ so yɛn hwɛ sɛ nea wobɛyɛ biara no ɔbɛyɛ no mmara kwa so yɛn nyinaa yɛ kwan ɛkwan no ɛda hɔ kama yɛtumi kɔba somdwe mu a adan hallelujah wokɔ no wɔ amade a na yɛ so wayɛ ka mɛsɛ ɔdomfo gyankɛ ho ɔkɛ ho na n'adwuma pɛ biara ɛsi mu biara ni so no agya no ma no nyɛ atom ne nhyira ɛmfɛman
As you ever was at the pay for your role sensitivity, the Abre Elgimedi, and she better also the Bokratan activism no Abre at the phone. As I say, the headlines of the newspapers no Abre at the phone, you know, and I pay our happy 98.9 FM ETV Ghana, Nisim 95.9 and 100.1 Jumedi Koso our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You more kwabani a catch us about so we free fear na ko a Facebook na share ETV Ghana and I say happy 989 FM na only in the and come and I sense also at the pay our Jumedi no as for na ye twaso dia na me ka one for so then na minute Remo Nyamado Fatisha Ibali and Sifa Dankwa na ye tena hanum say edi and come and the pay Sifa ABP mu hanum say yɛne no ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ na sifa uhu sɛnea wo nua no ɛte krataa no ɛsi ɛfaeɛ no
ɔsɛ ne boafoɔ ɔsɛ yɛ ɔbɛfiri ɔman no
wɔkɔ hefa
Togo
yɛsi tie bɛpa na ɛsɛ yɛfa assignment wɔ class na wodeɛ no wode akɔlɛti na teacher no agye no watem hyerɛrɛrɛ
ɔsɛ Togo deɛ hɔdwo Freeport just a name and old crab and the crab
no change cars
and the old chill to go for
the honey you know and one become rough
I don't know waiting
who's almost for life you know French speaking countries they like life
chilling
yeah how they he will fit in
they be a cook to know he used to bus now he drew Togo as it my driver is in Yagaga and Chile. We were going for, you know, a small evening. Now, Ura beach you are. Ah, my goodness. Young men on our here table, so near and sing Gusso. Now, be home.
So, we number of.
Number.
Number, now.
And no idea, I'm crying. And
no idea, I'm crying. Number, what can I say?
Oh, that be, sir, and I'm the one now.
Really? I say, MCC I was my mama for this. Yeah, my mama was Stone Boy. Stone Boy. One more Scorpion one.
Stone pen or
the Scorpion one.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
No. I think I will go one day. You'll be a person now. Sami and I'm a bano and I'm a bufu. I'm a bano.
Oh, are they?
Sami. What they do so about
it is our home. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, you're far a daily graphic and shall say, and Obama be steady on the show this morning. Be very, very steady on the show. Sa Toyota ne Hyundai ne
Bajo no no ko ye mu hwehwe mu no enye no kre.
Me say
Yesterday me bisa se mu ko ye mu hwehwe mu no enye no kre.
Because onu ko ye hwehwe mu.
O ye ko ye hwehwe mu no enye no kre.
Na first chief research officer adne Toyota na say Toyota.
I say papa na friend Toyota.
If I'm saying
Toyota family and on we vehicles. No? So the D had been corrupted to T.
Yes.
Na mo de was na mo ka no. Enti e feme Sam Mate company no my no Sata. Which because e feme Sam unti na adne ye Sat.
The pronunciation in Japanese
no. It's Toyota.
Na adne yeti.
Sene and I got the corruption.
The corruption at
Okay. I have to do a full research on this matter.
So I mean, you do a whole Jomama Bonyumbiama in the parliamentarians. No,
sir.
I mean, Yanka director was annual.
And you
would have drew so bill.
Sir. All right. Yo, yes, I said the Daily Graphic and I shall see. Front page. Set up database on state landed properties. Committee advises sector ministry. We await copy of ruling to determine next action. UTAC. Asante Hema marks 5th anniversary of an installment. Evangeline Hour wins junior graphic essay competition. Set to visit UN headquarters. I know Ewo Honum. Other stories, Ewo Kratano, Emu Eni, I know Raymond would be very interested, especially. So you need the eyes of Sunudu. Burkina Faso for you know, cool. Yeah, but I say, Honam one who to do.
Maybe your mom to office, maybe.
Honam one who to do.
Saquano. And that's an soup.
Damiba.
On a big brain. A Belmont to me, you could, they are generous. What I say?
Now I
forget the body.
Don't boy away.
Oh, also did you know?
Who's that? One more physical, no?
Oh, yes.
Hey, different from radio, no?
No, also way there, no.
And
now,
and now more.
I do no boy ammonia.
Okay.
I mean, if I never go
and I'm feeling the right day.
You know, I'll go a guy.
Damiba sworn in as Burkinabe president, Honum Macron to announce French withdrawal from Mali. Judge dismisses Zuma's bid to appeal. Fuel queues in Nigeria after dirty petrol. And no Honum until Obeko name Okan engine they break it down. Other stories no proof of Russian troop withdrawal. And no Honum new COVID-19 cases decline by 19% worldwide. US accuses China of failing to meet agreements. And also Honoma amount for a bit me money mining company pushes for more women in extractive industry. And also our crata anymore amount for a bit me I can kind a be and pay Ghana two others firm up vaccine plant. NPP opens nominations today. And also women must persevere in struggle for political positions. Joyce Bar Mokhtari and Ekasasemno. Raymond favorite person. Abronya DC granted 100,000 Ghana cedis bail. Magistrates Judges Association condemns Osu's political utterances. Stop cool mongering. MP advises Ghanaians. And no Ewo Honum and Kratano Emu and Semno B and so any domestic rating agency takes off June. ADB to increase branches to 100 worldwide. Cocoa Board honors former President Kufuor and also Honoma amount for a bit me I can kind of be finally. Immigration Service exceeds 2021 revenue target. Let's add value to hydrocarbons for mutual benefit. President to Guyana government and as stakeholders deliberate on management of voter basin. We air stories are and pay Daily Graphic Eddie Abraham.
Young Fanny Crusading Guard of Okratano and Twaso was the NDC MPs fight over e-levy, MP reveals. Judges drag Medina Member of Parliament to General Legal Council. NLA donates 10 million Ghana cedis to government to support You Start initiatives. Our story in the pages number 3 and 10 of the New Crusading Guide. Dobokrat and Ubenya story ni bi akinkan. Ghana, Rwanda, Senegal partner BioNTech to produce COVID-19 vaccines. And Evans Yeboah writes to the New Crusading Guide. That story page number 10 of the New Crusading Guide. Dobokrat and Anope.
The Chronicle Anope say, Money yo. Mahama applauds e-levy brow in Parliament, says it was a fight for democracy. It is Anope and Yumna de Abano. Money yo. No, John Mahama too. Salute to. No, John Mahama to my.
Opa is a former president. What true salute to.
Oh yes. So money yo. Oh so Mabo papa. It's former president Nufuni Ewoha. Ufa Chronicle Anopea. Seno two nyina ewo paper noma. Ubetumi akai. Mesia Palace celebrates Asante Hema in grand style. Jinapo drops 20k Ghana cedis into Apiati support fund bowl. Now open who check Madam Joyce display 20k check na summation Sputnik deal report. Minority plot evil against health minister. And Koforidua Pro-Tour chair wins defamation suit against treasurer. When you now air stories on the Chronicle.
Daily Statesman front page stories. African vaccine project in full gear. Ghana, Rwanda, Senegal partner BioNTech to produce COVID-19, TB, malaria vaccines. Political judges comment lands MP before legal council. NSS implements employment policy for personnel. And a government VALCO commission 17 ultra-modern schools. We our Daily Statesman and
Daybreak Double Kratano Nayem Fantuaso. Mahama preaches more violence in Parliament. The story is on pages number 3 and 7 of the Daybreak Double Kratano. And Anope Ghana, Rwanda, Senegal, BioNTech and vaccine production partnership. Unregistered Empire Cement hits town. SHS food shortage restricted, says buffer stock. And a history of Avatime. Winning stories are offer a year. Daybreak Double Kratan and Opaya. Ubitimi hun na wenye bi akenkan wo mo.
Ghanaian Times and OPC 2020 Comprehensive Food Security and Vulnerability Analysis. 3.6 million people face hunger. No near sema paper no diaba no pay. 103 million landscaping small scale mining project launched. Deputy Speaker can vote when presiding. AG tells Supreme Court. Abronya DC granted 100,000 Ghana cedi bail for alleged publication of false news. Now, also our paper no man say magistrates, judges condemn Medina MP for allegedly scandalizing judiciary. Sami MP no or the response about response the year. Minority files motion to remove health minister over failed coronavirus vaccine purchase. We stories on the Chronicle at Ghanaian Times. Sorry.
We share the Business Finder and Anopea stories are only vaccines production. Ghana others join forces with German firm. NSS implements deployment for employment policy, and the government will address drainage challenges. We front page stories of the Business Finder Anopea.
Daily Ghanaian Guide. Double Kratan Yemfantwas Osikufu warns coolmongers, says cool is not an experience to be recommended for any generation. Back page of Daily Ghanaian Guide. Double Kratan as Astor in Ewoho. Market women called upon to invest in Alanche Martin's 1D, 1F finished products. Minority calls for dismissal of health minister over botched Sputnik V contract. School placement for 2021 BECE candidates released. Page number 3 of the Daily Ghanaian Guide to Double Crat and these stories.
The anchor Anopese Takrady please drag feet in Okobin Mine CEO contract killing case. Hepatitis B, hole in heart patients get healing at Winners Chapel. Okay. CT scan at Eastern Region Hospital breaks down for years. Ghana Health Service others look on. Otuaso House, a lands minister bans foreigners from small-scale mining as Agenda 50 community mining scheme takes shape. Keta Assembly begs for help to save pregnant women. We stories are offered the anchor and opera betimiakai.
Well, I'm sorry,
BNFT Democrat and Yanfantoaso GSE targets 15% liquidity and equity market in 5 years. $103.4 million landscape restoration project launched. Ghana hangs hope on EU to curb illegal fishing. Adopt simpler rules of origin to enhance trade flow. World Bank and this same way Atuja Ama after. Time for EU-Africa partnership to move from words to action on climate is now. Use the metrics optimally to drive a customer-centric agenda. I know you feature a BNFT Democrat and pay a story at Chato UBA shows love to customers and staff on Val's Day. Say me twas on a Vanguard Democrat and in Democrat a Chato Kutamiano pay or see LGBTQ plus scouts storm JHS SHS schools teen lured with porn laptops. TD Jakes heaps praises on Nana. Jem pours his heart out over e-levy. NPA tightens news around fuel smugglers. My acquaintanceship cuts across partisan lines. President of oil marketing of One Ghana movement, rather, Senior Hosi, and our day. Same way at Jaweni, a year in somewhat the Vanguard Democrat. TD
Jakes Wabagana.
TD Jakes, then one seven or
Wabagana.
No,
no, Ghana.
No, President of Ghana. The president is on a 10-day
yeah.
TD Jakes on Ghana. Oh, okay. What
say?
The business analyst and OPC. Ghana Stock Exchange to list 3 firms soon after engagements with 27 companies. Intends to improve on global master repurchase agreements. We a big story our front page of the business analyst. Dr. Frank Ajay's company pays 2 million Ghana cedis license fees to NLA to operate Lotto. Airport passenger arrivals, port activity rebound as economic outlook strong. Ghana, Rwanda and Senegal partner BioNTech to produce COVID-19 and TB and malaria vaccines in Africa. And inflation from producer perspective hits 15.6%. We air stories and pay business analyst Ediaba.
Yet also now you call your website www.happyghana.com. Stories now it be any NDC organizer dead. Algeria to give monthly pay to unemployed people. Father, please stop it. I don't like. Babin cautions MPs over funds in chamber. I know Ewo Honum. Baumia launches online program offering over 3,000 free courses. Guyana must bring oil resources to production quickly. President Akufo-Addo and Ekasa Grasak disappointed, and government over court ruling on UTAC strike. UTAC will have to respect court order even if displeased. Education Ministry. Judges, magistrates ran to General Legal Council over Susu's political judges' comments. And a courts grant Abonye DC 100K bail after pleading not guilty. Into your stories are a war your website and a pay.
What kind of story? We say Guyana there.
Guyana must bring oil resources to production quickly.
Now, Guyana in a country, man.
Yeah, I think it's in the Caribbean. Are they?
And Omoba Ghana, no one here boyfriend, and I ain't here boyfriend.
Oh,
I said bilateral conversations.
It's about partnerships and, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Guyana only more population. Less than 800,000. Over voter region, you know. Voter region. And Guyana more population. Now, if you have GDP, you have no rankings. So, you can GDP when you see per capita income. Just a BBI bomb flat. Ti Guyana na Sisiano. Yes, you go pampa so.
Oh, what are we saying?
You know, be a partnership.
What are we saying?
But also, we can also add, they also have
similar
results. They also have similar results that they believe that if we can,
but it's not about who him one as me him.
Sammy, Guyana. Atuni Edimpa. Guyana. Sammy. Ja.
Omo bauxite deposit.
Sammy ja.
Guyana. Gold.
Guyana. Me ma visa ko Guyana obeko ene.
That's how you grow unko. So who castle be from me kotna Togo.
Guyana dia me nko me ko Togo. Sammy anto aso. Citynewsroom.com no page Sputnik V fiasco. Attempts to remove health minister, an act of bad faith. Majority and omodisa same about. I'll continue to speak my mind. Abronya DC after arrest. Government must come clean on acquisition of Airtel Tigo, Sam George. Now, minority indicates vote of censure to remove health minister over Sputnik V deal. Judges to drag Sosu to General Legal Council over political judges' comments. Now, Sammy, political judges' comments, no. What response is Sosu Diaba? Response, no, straight to the point.
Yeah.
But
on Guyana, this is Al Jazeera. Was the United States oil giant ExxonMobil estimates Guyana holds at least 10 billion barrels of crude, potentially making the country one of the richest on a per capita basis in the Western Hemisphere over the next 2 decades.
Potentially.
This is just 10 billion.
This is just last year.
So, I mean, potentially.
Yes, so if we are talking,
about
refining products, that's we are talking bilateral conversations. Then you're talking about GDP, and you're talking about the size of the. Yes, you're talking about land mass and land size.
No. Potentially.
Yes.
Good. Potentially a big statement, a big word.
No, but the 10 billion barrels is not a potential. It is what is.
Sammy.
Well, I understand where the money is coming from, because Venezuela takes over 3 billion barrels.
Thank you very much.
But as we speak now, Venezuela Nigeria is the 5th or the 6th largest oil producing country in the world. As we speak now, Nigeria, the economic situation isn't in the.
But are you people talking about? Are you people talking about economic situation, or you are talking about bilateral conversations that you let me tap into, and they can also tap into ours?
If you're talking about bilateral agreement, we also look at the potential of these countries and the economic situation.
Benefits, yes, there are benefits as well
in those areas.
Seismic survey, you know, my ExxonMobil na koye.
Obviously,
ExxonMobil, pay interest, huge interest. There was find down Marco find the Wohono. Into would have been a Ghana. Also, more refinery by Infan, more refinery.
So, refinery, you take the refined products.
Ghana, senior high schools experiencing food shortage due to lack of adequate storage facilities, buffer stock. We are waiting for court order to inform our next action, UTAG. NPP will fully support Abronya DC throughout court process, Nanabi, and Odessa Semuyaba. Minority demand suspension of illegal electricity service charges. Now, accident at Bodriasi claims life of woman in her 20s. NPP releases timetable for election of polling station executives. I won't advise anybody to hail a coup d'etat. Former President Kufuor and Odessa Semuyaba. Road contractors are being paid. Ignore contrary claims or say nyako. When you know air stories are citynewsroom.com and pay obetumi account. But I mean story about Kufuor. The Lands Minister donates 20,000 to a Piatti support fund. We say chairperson or G check kitty no.
Of the fund.
Nah, or G check kitty na present check no kitty. Sikano 20,000 kitty. Or picture no or citynewsroom.com and
but the chairperson. Sikano so Ojo de koto photo no.
Yes, oh yes, of course. Until one who chairperson or kita check na bank no. Yes, or they actually Uzumi na obo say yes. Jinemo den. Yes, that's right. Now who smile on her face Samia se mu bua fund no.
I see sika ba fie.
Samia se mu bua fund, se mu bua fund.
Sika ba fie sa de sika no ye de bedi dwuma ewo apia.
20,000 de anka ye to betumi aye bi na chairperson ne nkofo no beba say na etwa picture.
Ye kan itibo mo. Kan itibo.
Oh, there be we one man show. Sami organize mame.
O se ne onu.
Menya to right we dia organize mame.
And say no say problem.
Na usumi twa picture city back capture.
But say only ulterior motive bia.
Oh, there be oh no.
Support. Yan twice Google News and I wouldn't advise anybody to hail a coup d'etat for reacts to recent coup in SAP region. Abronya DC granted 100,000 Ghana cedis bill called grant him with two sureties. Produced names of NDC MPs in support of e-levy, Apag Des or Chiribefi. Afenyo marking on minorities U-turn personal attack on health minister. Call of strike and return to lecture halls. Afenyo marking to UTAG. You had no merit to win 2012 elections on your own. Anyidoho fires Mahama. Ghana, Nigeria deep in economic relations. Judges Association to haul Francis Xavier Sosu to GLC over political judges comment. Pamela Jamson, Tete appointed new MD of Ghana Airport. Asen North MP granted 100,000 Ghana cedi bill with one surety. Other stories, I say, Adwa Safo, not sabotaging the Kufuor government and PP executives. And I'm just asking we add to Gentle. Some of the stories are Okoye Google News. And I know pay a bit me who I can count.
Adwa Safo.
Maybe the last time I'm who no or the aso air for my mama by see a year don't make quite a court complex. You know. That was the last time.
Court complex.
Not the.
I don't know here constituency.
No. There be me. So some say me or way, and I say the last time I'm who no. Me kind the project and I say initiatives are why a Beboa constituency and I say Mwa constituency.
But what to say who the government to ransom there?
And not just all Maka. Then you know a MPP executive chaba one more say and
Kennedy Japan di atro.
What's going to be for
them not Kennedy Japan only adjust it.
What's going to be for so atro?
One kind story no.
Me kind but Kennedy Japan.
The voice crack.
No, the issue is about holding government to ransom.
Yes.
Send a whereabouts then there's problem. But is she holding government to ransom?
How will she be able to hold government?
I am passing up so my deputy majority leader and son our betting us.
And I said deputy majority leader what did be that?
Mr. Ampa.
What did be that? So what did be that? In the first tenure of a year president and I don't go Kufuor. She was a deputy majority.
To episode DBO.
No, sounds like a minister of state in charge of procurement.
To episode DBO.
And no dear, I just say we need Busan because in your or no or constituency, it do grow few class and be.
Asame hunu.
Kobani pune.
Me hunu.
Kona kobani puno. O member of parliament o uni fie mu ben. Untimi kobani puno usuro.
Me hunu.
Kobani puno na busa na se busa na se e woni fie.
Okay.
So ho anase oni ho a.
Yes sir.
And me I don't say me member of parliament Joe T. Me fa phone and me friend now I'm sending the message say I am a journalist in your constituency. And I reply so he will have time to talk to me.
Mamefa a international discussion and for US cranks up information war against Putin. The Biden administration rejects what it sees as Moscow's misinformation and is warning the threat of a Ukraine invasion is only becoming more urgent. US says Russia increased troop presence near Ukraine. Other stories is Putin creating a pretext for war? I know how women's figure skating is scored and why stamina often leads to more points. I know closer look at Prince Andrew's settlement is revealing. 4-year-old found alive under staircase 2 years after she was reported missing. Video of police breaking up a fight between black teen and white teen in more prompts outrage. And why U.S. may be forced back into Middle East. Trump-backed Perdue struggles in Republican primary challenge in Georgia. And to stories are on the CNN ade abre.
So I mean, only the entire business if I send out school fees.
Oh, I don't know.
Also, a lot of MPs, ministers, and Sammy, I'll say this on record. When you try to reach out to them, say be a open sourcing to them, and I open say we establish certain relationships with them, communications and some. They feel say be a Baby. That is how they feel. Unfortunate, and that is why they get into trouble with people. They feel someone best there. Now Marco can't say what's on Moka. Now now they'll be put on the spot to rebut what they've already said. So, I mean, not everybody wants to see a minister. Not everybody wants to see an MP because he needs help.
Yeah, of course, for no reason. Because me, member of parliament via my miskada.
I mean.
Member of parliament via in-chamber school fees. The young corner, young social media trends in the course on that Raymond Nebusa said TD Jakes. Oh, man, Kron Ghana, and there be TD Jakes or mine, or Uniha cry. A catcher of some company or 10-day a year leave beer or DA to acquire war a quackwishi, a man penny for a call a year near Kahon. Na Mampenny dear, Yatiani said there will be a leadership seminar beer. Sorry, at TD Jakes a dano. Woman a bay, no, and now papa TD Jakes, what I say, now Mampenny gun and Mampenny and not done for one day. Said they were your gun and a dear. Crab. I just saw ball home or dear ball my cron gun and no about the home dear coso on my. Na we na papa e dey asemi tu do on Twitter na eye Ghana fo e kenkan bie na wo mu kenkan bie no na Ghana fo he wo mu so mu aya wo mu dey ma ye wo sofo international tele evangelist chese wo no ogina eye podium nanim na wo kasa na ye de camera no to ne so e ko wiase afa na nyina na Ghana fo se ne waka na yenso yewumwaye de bema wo na mwaye no a Ghana fo wo mu ete se osofu TD Jakes wo se Ghana de mampanyi na nadam kwakufu ado ye Ghana ye mi kan ye sami ehyen ene remonyama do asomo nwenwen kakra but wo de ma memfa eyensam a Ghana fo e ka no ma memfa bi entudwa
Bagana, not the
I think that there's the video.
A video.
Video.
Twitter video. No, as someone here was off for TD Jakes air cano. Na yaba. The reactions of Ghanaians or Braille or so for TD Jakes answer me.
For some time, watch with amazement the president of the Republic of Ghana and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, will speak at our International Leadership Summit this month. And in case you're not up to speed on how things are going in Africa, Ghana is one of Africa's wealthiest countries. He has completely turned it around. It is the largest producer of gold on the continent and the world's second largest producer of cocoa. Under President Akufo-Addo's leadership, Ghana has emerged as a booming tech center. Even welcoming Twitter is moving to Ghana. Africa's corporate headquarters of Twitter is going to be there. President Akufo-Addo is also working to transform Ghana into key travel destinations, particularly for Americans, but particularly for African Americans and the African diaspora, and aggressively promoting investment in the country. Over the last couple of years, Ghana's government has set aside 500 acres of land for foreigners looking to resettle there. Now, that
has okana brofo Raymond Betrechirem wetwi na Raymond Betrechirem wetwi a response is Ghana fo binu a wo te se owura TD se kan brofo no ebinie TD Johnson was this man wants violence. He should have just contacted his friend in Ghana, Duncan Williams, for a cross check before saying what was written for him. Dear Dampare, please activate the Interpol red alert and effect his arrest for fake publication. Ohini Brobe, also for all you know, he had been paid. He had paid tithes to him with our taxes. TD Jakes Ministries, please. Ghana isn't like how you say it through its president. Ghana is weeping. Its leaders are destroying it. Alexander Jet tells it, TD Jakes said that because no president in Africa would be using a private jet for such a huge amount after borrowing from Europe and America. Kobe Forson, was it fulfillment of the prophecies? How can you just lie for mere political acquaintances despite how respected you are? You've lost your respect from most well-meaning peoples because you've been exposed as one of the fake, as you are saying. Just say, among for emuaya, one more day, emaye ora TD Jakes or software TD Jakes there. Bebre se meka se meka ade betchen ewo aha na yanto ba se sanka mi wia
okay o da
mi wia nanka wabam na a trend back fufura no so je se amanfo edidin him ewo social media akona social media na tere se mampanyi dada wura John Dramani Mahama wono so ne nsem kakra egu ho a enei amanfo brobro so a na ensem ni nyina tere se a chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Ura Sami Ofusu Ampofu, Akase Ura John Dramani Mahama, Wayet Krado, say one of the Obetimi Abwa Mampania, or Tia Jason, and Adankwa Akufuado. Na or Hawa, Wamay Namu, may Famuno, Obetimi Abre Ano Ase. Na was say Mampania da John Dramani Mahama, dear, Wayet Krado, within an naso pa, say. Mampanyi na don kwakufu ado eton sa frɛ no anase wo frɛ no mpo se wo hia mo bia ɔyɛ krado so wode ni nyina ayɛ den ebema ɛyɛ mampanyi a wote adwa so na don kwakufu ado na no ana Ghana fo se ye be so paw tie wo hima and odi kan comment on this particular issue was say this is called e-helping. JDM no kra he no see in own top. Ben Ado, or say, I don't know why his own people love to make mockery of him. Kwaku Joe, or say, that's good. Despite he is running for the president for the NDC, he still wants to help. That's good. Guys, that should tell you how friends they are. Owusu and San say, two blind people, or the chill. That's what's natural. No, they mean to me, TV so none of pay. Pacho sound chono bae. That's also that's also Breeze also just because the current government doesn't have a clue what they are doing does not equate to NDC knowing any better. Abraham was aputo. He has forgotten so soon. This MPP NDC, I don't blame them. When it turns out and they oba social media Ghana ha AD in him race.
All right. In fact, the weather update in Embryo Man for na afi international indi enkomo anapai elmedi no eso na the weather update na etwaso na aflawo akra kaswa Cape Coast akrade Axim ho Kofoedu Akimoda sa areas where would experience a misty morning. Lowest temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius area. It will partly cloudy for some of the areas, and some areas may experience some thunderstorms and rains. Now, Aviano areas no more the likelihood of experience rains and thunderstorms na takrade Axim any ho Anafe Kumasa Kimoda Obuasi Takwa. They may all experience thunderstorms and rains this afternoon with the temperature around 33 degrees Celsius. And it will be partly cloudy for some of these areas, and few clouds may gather for some areas as well. But temperature will be around 29 degrees Celsius. Oshe Yendi Tamale Bole Damango Bogatanga Nalegu and a few clouds would gather for these areas this morning with temperature around 24 degrees Celsius area. It will be hot and slightly hazy with temperature around 39 degrees Celsius. And it will be slightly hazy with temperature around 32 degrees Celsius. Into way and update a bit me at the Abre Oman for Wabra. Yesha se na yedi enkomo. Ray.
Sami. Se father nko anope na metimi baby din na okofa TDJ expire. Sammy, are you me person besase? Nti your man penny. Private jet. Akopie mu ewo 677 West East Boulevard ewo Dallas. Akopie mu ewo the Potter's House of Dallas. So kotie scripted praise and worship from TD Jakes ana.
If you have a question.
Sifa. Maybe it's a question.
The bill some company is on a 10-day leave. And I'm treating say as part of a year na Quantria O2 no. He is a year to speak at the leadership summit Porters International one more ever be having. And he is one of the key.
And you're doing the 10 days you. Oh. So they are not doing 10 days you. But you see Sammy I'm fine on to check. Sammy TD Jakes no. Oni enetikrum ha. Is your assembly asami America assembly chiro. And that assembly NMA or say I went to Accra, which is the capital of Ghana, many years ago. It was about a 7-year gap since I have been there before. When I first went there were a lot of dirt roads and people in just meager gear. And what have you? And a few buildings, a nice hotel, and 7 years later, I went back and there were inner states, highways, hotels, 5-star accommodation, restaurants everywhere. There's nothing like great leadership he praised. Sammy, Pacho Mami Bissau. My last time I who said TD Jakes about Chroma. About Impact Summit or Action 2014. I don't know about Tressa or buy, no who 5-star hotels and I said recently no. Wabi PM Wokroma between 2014 and this year and Wabi PM Wokroma and who 5-star hotels in and I'm person if I to me church mommy and because I mean you see there were a lot of factual inaccuracies in there. A lot of factual inaccuracies. And you see, I mean, I don't think so. You see, it is because of men of God saying that you see every mono. You're quite sorry. Oh, Sammy Jabotre. Look. TD Jakes inside Dallas. Now sorry, no, or 8,000 seater capacity. Enough space to accommodate people. They can use our messages to play on the intelligence of our congregations.
Play on the intelligence.
Oh, Sammy Jabotre. Sammy?
No, play on the intelligence saying.
Play on the intelligence of their church members with their prosperity messages.
In terms of
with their prosperity messages.
Have you listened to TD Jakes?
Oh, Sammy Jabotre, Sammy Jai.
No, maybe so. Have you listened to TD Jakes? TD Jakes preaches prosperity message.
Sammy Jabotre. Now, the empire, and what is it premised on?
No, it's not premised on prosperity message.
Sammy.
TD Jakes preaches about faith. He preaches about salvation. He's not like some of our so-called big men in this country who preach the message of first motivational and then ye heli o ma yen come as no. TD Jakes preaches on faith. TD Jakes preaches on how do you call it? Salvation. He preaches on any and everything to do with the faith.
TD Jakes the network there.
Me name the network. I don't follow him. I don't know his network. I don't follow him. I don't follow him. But you see, I've seen a lot of people lynching and castigating and, hurling insults and all of that at the man for statements he's made. So, Okasa Ghana, largest producer of gold, is he wrong?
It's true.
It is true. So, Okasa Ghana, one of the largest producers of cocoa, is he wrong? He is not wrong. In Cote d'Ivoire. So why are people lynching the man on social media? Two, for those who may not have seen the video, and in one more lynch papa no, you could see Sir Papa no, he was reading. Someone had given some information to him that he was reading. As to whether any effort went into the verification of the content of what he was reading, I don't know. But he cites his personal experience when he came to Ghana. The last time Oba Omar we see him. The last time Oba and and Warwick County. A few years before the last time Oba Hanum say no, and Warwick County. And it's 7 years ago, 2016, 2014, 2015. Well, regardless, even if that is the case, if it's 2014 now, 2014 up till now, and are we saying it's a development via Encoso? Are we saying that there isn't been any transformation? Look, me, as I sit here, I used to live at East Legon, and I go to East Legon today, and I see buildings that have sprung up, and I ask myself, is this the community I used to live in? Plush buildings, road networks that have improved within a period of that 7 years he's talking about. So, what forms the basis for the lynching the man is enduring on social media?
But there are, and I think
if it's 2014, if it's 2014, who was the president of this country?
Former President John Dramani.
So what are we talking about? It is leadership he's talking about. Leadership that transitions from one government to another government.
No, 2014, okay, if it was John Dramani Mahama, I don't know BG praise for.
But who has come to him? Who has come to him? It's President who has come to him.
So he's praising Nipano for in 2014.
Those people who are lynching him, what are the factual inaccuracies the man is making?
Okay, so I think let's...
What are the factual inaccuracies? And I find it troubling how people are lynching the man on social media for no reason.
I think that there are more questions to be asked. Because
ask the question.
There were a lot of dirt roads and people just in Miaga Gay. Tisentadi a show mono. I sompian tadi as of 2014. That's pay asema pano eka. And very few buildings and nice hotels. But we can say for a fact, say as of 2014, 2015.
We had, unless he came here
exactly
2021 or 2022.
What has it? Because 2014, 2015, Marvin Peck was here already?
Yes.
Right?
2015 there, 2014 there.
These hotels were there already.
Let me check.
We had.
Let me check.
So the picture that is being created as we speak. I say
50 time I found Kotoka International Airport. They call action about back to the hotel room. In Futuka no
maybe
a lot of dirt roads.
And from Kotoka International Airport, and they call the hotel.
Look, now you people are trivializing the issues. For me, what the man saw is what he's reporting.
But 7 years later, I came back and there were interstate highways, hotels, 5-star accommodations, restaurants, everywhere. So I think that the time lapse between timer or Makey and Obaha and that's 7 years, and that's what we need to establish. Was it before 2015, 2014,
maybe after.
And now after 2014, 2015.
Maybe.
That one we need to. It's really important so that we can put the conversation into context.
Listen, this publication is in 2016. A brand new 5-star luxury hotel, Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra. This is in 2016.
No, but did they say 2016?
But what's the story? A brand new 5-star luxury hotel, Kempinski Hotel, has arrived at the heart of Ghana's capital. The property features 269 rooms, including this is what it is saying. Or if you are looking for a specific, I'm looking for the date for the launch of Kempinski Hotel.
But even before that, Marvin Peck was there. 5-star. Marvin Peck. Not just Marvin Peck. There were other, beautiful hotels. Airport West.
Mega church.
Okay.
I know your personal decision, but let's stick to the issue.
I'm saying that.
Let's stick to I know your personal decision.
If our president will fly from Ghana all the way to Dallas to mega church at TD Jakes, worth close to $150 million now.
Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel.
But
but
TD Jakes on share now on reflecting
you guys
the
have
true
no basis
image of Ghana
for the lynching.
No, me, I'm not lynching. Me, I'm just asking questions.
I'm saying that the true representation of Ghana, no. Now so to me money ne congregants ni ye.
Unless baby I'm namely wrong, but if shema kempinski.com Accra Hotel Gold Coast. No, someone I'm okay. You mentioned.
I just used that as an example.
Yes, but you mentioned, and I'm saying that if you go to their website itself, Kempinski's Concerti was launched in 2017 to mark the 120 hotels.
Concerti, that's a different.
Is that a different one?
That's a different from a different entity.
Maybe.
Because I remember in 2015, 2016, I was going for an event around some of these areas.
Maybe. I'll look for it.
So that's the point.
I'm trying to look for it. But you see, the reason why I find the reason why I have a problem with, you guys said that there are factual inaccuracies. The gold production is not inaccurate. The cocoa production is not inaccurate. Mm-hmm. What he saw when he came in terms of what he classifies as plush buildings, within the last 7 years, I said that I've lived at East Legon. My area where I live presently, within the last 7 years, the buildings I have seen that have sprung up within the last 7 years. No joke. And so you can't tell me, say, just our route here, what you will see is different from what I will see. We may walk on that stretch and you are looking at the drainage system and I'll be looking at the building. We may walk on that stretch and I'll be looking at the people and what they are wearing and you'll be looking at the cars. We may walk on that stretch and I'll be looking at other things and you'll be looking at other things. And so we'll give a different account of the same area we walk through. So what forms the basis for TD Jakes Akokasma Yenka and the TD Akokasma? But what really has he said that is factually inaccurate?
Sammy,
I don't know any accurate.
Because so TD Jakes a prosperity preacher.
So what is wrong with prosperity message? What is wrong for me to tell you, say, what is wrong for me to tell you, say, it will be well with your
prosperity preacher?
No, I disagree. I have listened to messages. Look, there's a message I listened. There's a message I listened to from TD Jakes. Title of the message is "Working in a Hostile Environment." Is that prosperity message?
Sammy, how many of them have you listened to?
I've listened to a couple of them when I used to follow him.
Sammy, his word between the
there are men of God in this country who preach motivation. That's why you people are not talking about it.
Sammy,
they are your heroes.
TD Jakes is what?
Motivation.
TD Jakes always
TD Jakes is worth between $80,150,000
and so
$1 million.
And so
$80 million
and so
to $150 million.
And so
he lives in a $2 million mansion.
And so
charges a minimum of $122,000 per appearance, and his private jets.
And so are your local pastors different from him?
Private
in
jets.
Ghana,
private jet too.
And so, because he's a man of God, he can't live a good life. Because he's a man of God, he can't be prosperous. No way.
You see, I think that...
Let's not go that tangent and look at what he has or what he hasn't got. You're pesade any too much. And it'll be a year, or be a year, and it's kind of going out. Also for the only year.
How did you so make the money?
What are we saying, Raymond? What are we saying?
And your congregation,
politicians are more
and your congregation, good.
Has the state found anything he does illegal?
No.
Does the state criminalize making wealth?
No.
So what are we saying?
That is why I'm saying that I will not go and sit in that church.
Yes, that's your issue.
For anybody to play on my intelligence.
Nobody is playing on anybody's intelligence.
Okay.
Somebody is there preaching the word of God, and I have listened to him a couple of times.
Okay.
Presently, as I sit here, let me mention the people I listen to. I listen to Pastor Isuda Anaba.
Yes, I know.
My number one preacher in this country. Any day, any time.
He has a private jet,
if he gets to the point where Reverend Easton Anaba has to own a private jet, I'll have no qualms with it. Because this is somebody who told himself, he said, until I build a house of God, I'm not going to own a house.
Okay.
This is somebody who told himself, the money is in Accra, and yet I'll stay at Boga.
TD is staying in Dallas.
Relax. My second preacher, and then I know that Remo will bring his matter up, is Joshua Selman. I listen to him. I love his messages. He preaches good sermon, and I follow him. Final one is Tunde Bakari. I listen to them. Who do you listen to?
I don't listen to anybody.
So who do you listen to?
Me, I listen to a lot of them.
I don't listen to anybody.
Yes, who do you know? So for Jolu. Yes, me the mean body, but you say, so for Jolu. Yes, so for our Jolu.
But you see, my issue has to do with that. Quickly before we move on to other issues, I want my more and you do home come or you call Parliament minority. Almost say I was a doctor, health minister.
Before I bet was my men cheer, me so penny baby. I send him a message.
Okay,
a friend Pastor Water.
Okay, Pastor Water.
Bishop, I salute you this morning. I have to let the people know that we are in the service.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. But and some no can you know.
Yes.
It's not as if there are factual inaccuracies.
But you people said it.
What? No. Raymond mentioned
yes.
there are factual inaccuracies.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that there were
the state of Accra
deliberate omissions of certain facts
and deliberate additions.
And deliberate additions.
What are these?
So the deliberate omissions of the facts, and they say number one, if you really come down to the nitty-gritties of our current economic situation. What I say, that one you cannot take it away. These are facts that are being painted. I mean, pictures that are being painted to us by.
Ghana is the wealthiest country in Africa.
In Africa, one of the wealthiest. One of the wealthiest countries in Africa.
Are we?
So in terms of what? So these are questions that I'm asking.
Yes.
If you say one of the wealthiest, in terms of what? Are you saying in terms of natural resources or in terms of a GDP growth over a period of time? These are answers. These are questions that I'm asking.
One by one. Some more kind of make church. Me am responding.
Oh, David, no, I'm just asking questions. No, not for purpose of response.
No, but some can be. We say omissions. You use the word deliberate omissions.
Of course. And
yes.
So I will tell you. I think it was scripted.
Okay. Or say Ghana is one of the wealthiest countries in Africa.
In terms of what?
Our wealthiest country now, Kano. You bought Busia, you bought your rented private jet at the corner hall. But no only private jets.
And I know the Enya Wasema. The private jet or the Enya Wasema.
Oh,
Enya Wasema.
Also, one of the wealthiest. But yeah, you bought Busia private jet. They call no.
Number two.
A whole country.
And no,
a whole nation. A whole nation.
And no, Yatina Hanum say, as
wealthiest nation.
Yatina ha, as my
private jet. They call
yes. And we have condemned it. We have condemned it. Me. Yesterday, you made the point. I have also made the point. I don't understand why, at the time you are telling us, oh, we all must carry a burden. You are carrying nothing.
There should be cost sharing.
Yes. So as for that one, Raymond, I agree with you 100%.
Number two has to do with the livelihood of the people. Because indeed, if you say Ghana is one of the wealthiest nations on the continent of Africa, we are talking about how well the people within the country are living. If you come into this country, nominal income, among for Kuto Mokrano ASN, among for Ketria Omo GN ASN, among for Sitinamo, because recently there was a data put out by the Ghana Statistical Service, our measure household income and how COVID has even affected household income. People were even dodging their meals. Since you be a Kafidi, we be no Akazosefa, young Quetrihono, Kafidi Nidianopa, because the Kafidi di Evia. Or their shame anajo. These are things that you must be talking about. So if leadership indeed has impacted on the people, these things will be facts that you can also allude to. So wealth, any richness, who produce gold, who produce cocoa, who produce other raw materials, are these production, are these activities, the impact trickling down to the people, improving the livelihoods of the people.
Okay.
See, that's what leaders is Paul Kagame is a leader. We are talking about have
you heard the West and the world raise concerns about human rights infringes in Rwanda?
But
have you heard?
Yeah, I've heard. But the same thing has been happening in China. But the people in China are still well to do.
Yes, it depends upon what you are looking at.
So are we saying? Are we saying, say?
What they raise issues in the way. So what are wealthiest, me boy?
Yeah, so
and what are livelihoods, me
of
boy?
Course, if a nation is wealthy, it is reflected in the livelihoods of its people. Is it reflecting?
No.
Is it reflecting in the livelihoods of the people?
No,
okay. That's one thing that I wanted to actually find out. Also,
so you want T.D. Jakes, the pastor?
No.
To have done all this?
No, but if you say one of the wealthiest,
but is that factually inaccurate?
But you have to check as well.
Yes, but the point is, if you look now, this is worldpopulationreview.com country ranking, top 10 richest African countries by overall GDP.
That's what I'm saying.
Ghana is in there.
So if you're talking about GDP,
Ghana is there.
If you're talking about GDP, fair enough.
So Egypt, the west of Egypt is $1.38 trillion. Nigeria, $1.14 trillion. That of South Africa, $861.93 billion. Algeria, $532.57 billion. Morocco, $300 billion. Ethiopia, $200 billion. Kenya, $269.something billion. Angola, $217.9 billion. Ghana, $193.63 billion. Sudan, $189.87 billion. This is information which is
number
top 10.
You see,
no,
top 10.
That's statistics.
Top 10. That's statistics. No.
Yes.
Ghana ben Sudan. Ghana ben Sudan. Only the state of Sudan. No.
Well,
only the state of Sudan.
Me, I am not speaking. I am speaking to the facts.
I'm saying that, you know the state of Sudan.
And it is you people who have made the point that
close to
one,
Sudan,
there were factual inaccuracies, and two, you are saying
I'm
that
raising questions.
There were deliberate. These are your words.
Yes, of course, I'm raising questions.
Deliberate omission. You are imputing a motive behind the statement of the pastor.
Of course, there's a motive.
Of course, there is a motive.
What is the motive?
It is scripted for him.
Which is so. What's the motive?
It's scripted for him. If it is scripted,
yes,
you must as well verify as to whether whatever is scripted for you are actually true. Verification is key. That's what we do.
Given that they didn't do any verification, verification, anybody at OTM and OPE may start my conversation. I premised it on the fact that I saw the man reading.
Yes,
from the tablet. Yes. You know? Now I'm saying that on the things he said, whether his church did any background check or they didn't do any background check. One, he raised a matter of gold. He raised a matter of cocoa. He raised a matter of Ghana being one of the wealthiest nations on the continent.
But the gold and cocoa, I agree.
Yeah, but
no,
these are factually accurate.
Away from it.
So wherein lies the deliberate omission in there?
If Ghana is a leading producer in gold, is it as a result of leadership? Ghana has been a leading producer of gold in the continent for a very long time. Ghana has been a leading producer of cocoa.
Are we not the same people who say
Ghana has been a leading producer of cocoa?
What is our problem? Our problem is that it is the president who went there and that these accolades and
T.D. Jakes sought to praise from the president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as if to say, Onunkwa no beti na ho Ghana has completely turned around. You heard him.
But you people are doing the math for me.
Turned it around.
But you people have indicated.
I'm waiting. When former President Kufuor was president, Ghana was still leading producer of gold in Africa. When former President Mahama was president of Ghana, Ghana was still leading producer of gold in Africa. Second, behind La Côte d'Ivoire in terms of cocoa. Sammy, those things have not changed within that period. Until you see, one man comes to sit down and you seek to praise him as if to say, Onunkwana Brasona, Ghana, RTV Wemo. That was what the statement sought to put out to the congregants.
My brother.
And that is what we are saying.
That's the motive that we
That is the motive.
Nipa 7 years ago, me boy. 7 years ago, no, and your president, Kufuor, president, on president. Dabi,
and there is still.
And you people are the journalists who tell us the governance is a continuum. No, be so.
Today is a continue.
But is that not the case?
But big time.
Is that not the case?
What is the practice?
The question I'm asking also, one of the questions has to do with the time lapse. Yes. Between Brenner or Bahano, any Brenner or make a statement, the 7-year period now, all kind of. From when to when? For us, we do not know.
TDJs must come clear on that statement. You must come clear.
Me a Ghana me a Ghana my catcher said me Martina East Legon pain. Within the last 7 years, the transformation I have seen at East Legon, when I go there, it blows my mind. Westlands. I used to live. I used to live at what's the name? ANC Mall, that area. Christian Center. That's where I used to live. And so, if I say that the transformation I have seen at East Legon within the past 7 years is mind blowing. Me, I'm a Ghanaian. Look, on the what do you call it? Just the Opebia stretch.
Yeah. Alone,
at American House, within the past 5 years.
I see a few buildings. Okay,
anyway,
I am telling you guys, your lynching of TD Jakes on social media is baseless.
It's not baseless.
All right.
It's not baseless.
On that note, Kufuor School Mongers says school is not an experience to be recommended. Issue I am saying also with regards to amount for my margins or media on Betia or my mono me I can't ban no. Mampani that John Ajekum Kufuor already and this asking we to just say an experience that we gonna need say we come when you bet home and I say a bay or the story no or back page of the Daily Ghanaian Guide the Bokrata and my memfa a year in some bakum you know and to the former President John Ajekum Kufuor has advised against any attempt to stage a coup in the country or the sub-region, saying coup is not an experience I would recommend for any generation. I wouldn't advise anybody to hail, and I quote, a coup d'etat. It comes from faceless people you don't know, who haven't given anything to keep for you or manage for you, and they may not even be competent enough to do anything. And if they come, they use an opportunity and come to impose themselves on you and destroy your life. Is this what anybody should want? He quizzed. I think he was speaking to the VOA. Mr. Kufuor noted that the coups that have happened, when in some instances the government have tended to lapse and there is misgovernance one way or the other. He also said that when government does not take care of their security arrangements or they don't show appreciation of the geopolitics of the neighborhood, then a coup might happen. This is a key statement from Mampani Dada John Ajekum Kufuor. So talking about regional bodies such as ECOWAS and AU's inability to be proactive rather than reactionary in terms of coup in the sub-region, the former Ghanaian leader noted that the sanctions of these regional bodies on coup makers do not bite and therefore not deterrent enough. Winning someone, former President John Ajekum Kufuor, Eddie Atudja about a man for my omokeka say a year coup or say a be it to me is see a woman. Some of me akwenya men from Mungra Parliament. Now it's
before me call sports no. Now I'm person to start the Jake say. He's turned it around. He's turned it around. Restaurants, ni hotels, ni near no kaya no. Abane see. Emu hina abanzi.
Nemen ko hobiem.
Nemen ko hobiem. We are somewhere who here. We are ben hona no and they will say to me.
No.
Share. Fisiva, sir, former president as okay. I don't think so there is anybody in this country who is wishing for a coup.
We don't want coup. We don't want.
There is nobody who is desiring a coup.
Not at all. Not at all.
But why would somebody allow the thought of a coup to even seep into his mind? The only way somebody will sit somewhere and say, Abrabo ya ye boya, benku ede, fufu ede, wache ede, no beka chance oko hanging the home, and I say oko kum the home. It's because no man koye mano.
It's true.
That's when the person will contemplate say me ko hanging me home. So if the thought to say a man for now suddenly are talking about coup d'etats, it means something is not right somewhere.
Yeah.
And so as much as they are telling us, oh, you're fair be more than you need the ATM, won't be son who say, why are the people suddenly entertaining that thought? Why?
Yeah.
Why are the people suddenly entertaining that thought? Why are they even having a conversation about coup d'etat? Why?
Right.
Things are not right. And so when things are not right, I did one nine who saw by your abrabomono. When you're about no one in a home,
yeah.
And so it is not about anybody desirous or being desirous of a coup d'etat happening in Ghana or anywhere else in the world. But we are saying that there is a trigger. There is a reason why people are suddenly talking about coup d'etats. During his tenure, was there a conversation like that? No. President Mills has come. President Mahama has come. Something is fundamentally pushing people to have that conversation. And we need to look at that thing.
Not because of sub-region, no. Also, trends. Trends.
But there have always been trends of insecurity within the sub-region. Yeah, so we can't use the recent
so people can also say na we are no. What am I say? Yes, we know about share.
And that's what the former president is saying. The leaders within the sub-region must be proactive rather than being reactionary.
But seriously, so I mean, for any coup to thrive and for coup to succeed,
yeah,
the buying of the people so count.
It's key.
The populace, and if even one person from that population, anybody listening to him should be worried. Anybody listening to that person should be worried. What am I saying? And say, former president wakasa ye, but okasa ye no. I say leaders across Africa, ubia ya suti, no tie de okato aso no. Sefa, who can be okato aso? Ya baba kana wa can be. And no come African leaders.
Of course, you must be proactive. I think that the triggers are not a big Sam air cannon. And triggers the people's livelihood. I mean, how have they improved? Have they seen any improvement within their livelihoods over a period of time? If not, because if you look at the history behind most of
I better go just here and go for sports. Your alarm has indicated to you that it is time for sports. And so if your Coco has told us to go for sports, we will go for sports. Go sports in Embra. As I say, the sports updates in Ebra Remo Yamado Aye Crowder. What the sports na ebe we anope yanam he
I mean you're free 677 West Keys Boulevard ewo Dallas na you ba be piemu ewo Ajenulo Street ewo Salam da now with the happy morning show sports updates no abreati for ewo Jumide no Samia na Champions League action e ko so hunsem nyina ebaye ama and ebe to aso with Europa League and Europa Conference League no na nyina ye nsema ko so Tiger Woods say onem sa brand here no sisi ane dey say golf no onyanjaye na nyina ye nsema we dey bet for ewo Jumede no so happy 98.9 FM and our suguso a utie o hwe dia o hwe ewo ETV Ghana utie so dia we are live on 98.9 FM ewo ifidie no so OneXBet semen control say come website so onexbet.com.gh onexbet.com.gh register na be a new account to register na be a new account obama opportunity to enter promo code as enter BETGH enter sa promo code now obama 200% bonus on your first deposit to baby ano OneXBet we making sure say we can automate a double no now almost you come website so almost hundreds of prediction markets you can choose from now what you see from some markets now idea obetimi ewini na wenya sika puto uwini so a temtemara na osika abegu account mo we ne message OneXBet me fambre say usuro say obelusu bet na opportunity e wo ho say obeto insurance dey pay bet so monko ani book here amoma opportunity to insure your bet slip we any message OneXBet me fambre OneXBet say bets for everything so soon D18 na memfa we ni enter on my website so kucha betting addictive into bet responsibly. Be share from the camp of Ghana near Brantia. Your friend Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now Brantia no and Chebia and a Brantia no to me confirm me say he's unsure say obviously akan Emma England ewo Qatar 2022 World Cup NCBA betumi akoso no na London born Chelsea player no were representing England at the under 16 level through to under senior national team no na FIFA Edinburgh ato ho say obia wetumi esi akan not more than 3 times ama senior national team on the chrome no obetumi enya akonya say obeye eligible for nationality switch we ama Ghana for any dia branch na chipa branch no mpenyufo ana journalist bisa ne say Qatar World Cup no represent England and branch and says see any there onim na at the end of the day no we'll wait until that time comes. At the same time, he's just focused on the club career. And Brantier no went to me and confirm me say obisi akan Emma England there before Bibrina Kasia Kunya or say Brantier no NTBA obey na adwin so obisi akan Emma the senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana. Brantier no ebedru Ghana for holidays to me ko president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ama president conversing say on sisa na adwin no si akan Emma the Black Stars of Ghana. We nyina ensema ahead of Ghana Nigeria clash no Nigeria omutu anamopa che say omu players no omu shra omu se ne be ya ombe catch omu say omu crucial game eda munima omu ni Ghana betumi abo Amaju Pinnick NFF boss and Nigeria Football Federation boss omu coach Austin Eguavon and chief coach Freno Emmanuel Amunike omutumi evremu ewo England omutumi akosra omu players amusi aka Emma Watford any players obusi aka Emma Leicester City na osha player bi to say Emmanuel Dennis omanfa ne anko Afcon no abrantie we obontina otuntina pa abrantie we omukohwehwe no e Watford coach na ka che ne say wo de obegine mu dindindin ama Super Eagles of Nigeria obra ne Ghana be hia no abrantie a friend no Samuel Kalu ono so coach no ekosra no na Trust Ekon Williams omunyina players coach no ekosra mo fit again a table ono so coach no ekohwehwe omunyina amuka kire omu say ade a here mopa for Ghana match on the born we any in summer Nigeria coach Austin Eguavon and NFF president Amaju Pinnick omudia omu visit omu players no just to motivate them ahead of Ghana game on the ball in March no and Accra Lions omu si aka e Ghana Premier League no omu confirm here say omu are delighted to announce Ibrahim Tanko as omu new sporting director we any in summer omu de tuja and omu say with immediate effect no obehye ne jumede na say in line with the vision of the club no omo hu say ono and coach obetimi emodi bubuku Freno Accra Lions no Ibrahim Tanko former coach Emma Freiburg and Cologne Germany or Sanso assistant coach Emma Cameroon obra mutumi win AFCON no in 2017 or to me a coach senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana in assistant role and under 20 teams so no under 23 teams so no or coach omo as head coach when nyina Jumedia which me edi Ghana Jurgen Klopp coach Emma Liverpool and UEFA Champions League the round of 16 no first leg match course start Giuseppe Meazza Italy na ohwese na Jumede no koya late goals from Mohamed Salah and Firmino ensure say Liverpool took a 2-goal lead into the second leg because in a fortnight na ohwese na game no ekoya ne dia Jurgen Klopp in the Japan or say na a very physical game or see sometimes no who hope say obeko game mo say na be ya obenya good day no to me wow na sometimes no enye ehun hia say obenya good day but obenya good result when in sema Jurgen Klopp coach Emma Liverpool or the tuja after the game now no Jurgen Klopp to me winning the 50th Champions League game or also ebe join 7 managers already or to me winning 50 games UEFA Champions League Louis van Gaal Alex Ferguson Carlo Ancelotti Pep Guardiola Arsene Wenger Jose Mourinho Rafa Benitez see an there Obeka Club 50 no ho Jurgen Klopp winning 50 games UEFA Champions League yentie there Jurgen at the tuja after the game Jurgen Klopp manager Emma Liverpool Football Club other game also and no Bayern Munich were held 1-1 by Salzburg Red Bull Arena Salzburg Junior Adamo Eshe first goal no in the 21st minute of the game and Sana branch a friend Kingsley Coman 90th minute and ultimately equalizer no two Bayern Munich have all to play for in second leg because so Allianz Arena in 2 weeks time Yenremo matches because so Europa League no Europa League no round of 16 matches no Barcelona and Napoli be share Camp Nou Signal Iduna no Borussia Dortmund any Rangers Beshia Sheriff Tiraspol any Braga Beshia Stadionul Sheriff Tiraspol Zenit in Petersburg any Boboko Freno Real Betis Beshia Gazprom Arena Atalanta any Olympiacos Beshia Jerry Stadium Bergamo FC Porto omoso ombetina fie na omone Lazio edia feso Estadio do Dragao yakopiemo Red Bull Arena RB Leipzig and Real Sociedad edebe feso na yakopiemo Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuana Sevilla and Dynamo Zagreb ebeshia na UEFA Conference League no. And round of 16 matches, and Fenerbahce versus Slavia Prague, Midtjylland versus PAOK, PSV versus Maccabi Tel Aviv, Rapid Vienna versus Vitesse, Celtic versus Bodo Glimt, Leicester City versus Randers, Marseille versus Karabakh, and Sparta Prague and Partizan. Almost all the best so. Now, and Tiger Woods actually come on, Obra. Okasa invitational Genesis Invitational Golf Tournament ashasi den no ono ene host emasa adwumedio ne yebisa ne say Tiger ade golf no obetumi abobioma na yebehu say obeba back aba winning majors ene PGA Tour titles bia na Tiger would say oh no kre ampa obetumi aba back but enya ade obesi akan every competition mo yentie de Tiger ono ankasa editoja.
Will I come back and play a full schedule? No. I said that at Albany. That'll never happen again. I can play certain events here and there, but on a full-time level, no, that will never happen again. Pick and choose my events, whether they're majors or other events. I can do something like that. But come back and playing the tour, yes, but not on a full-time basis.
Tiger Woods, former world #1, Brantiano winning 15 majors and 82 PGA Tour titles. Sisiani de also golf no dia enya dia obejabo. Brantiano enya accident somewhere last year. Na your career threatening, but also Sisiani dia kakra oba senebeya obetumi isiakan golf mu. Ha na me dey Happy Morning Show sports update no be see. Ebeda ne on kakra babaka. The Happy Morning Show continues.
And you're welcome back. We have done 17 minutes into 7. You're more kwaba about Jumedi. So Happy Morning Show and yedi and komo and pay. I'm hoping say also thought two of you who comment episode only share or call a year Facebook, Twitter, any Instagram your handle no a year Happy 989 FM and I say ETV Ghana and to all comments be out on your me at the Afahona or the Abraham and pay Media no see WhatsApp line so a 02022222067 over to me and so at the information be at the Afahonum na ode abreme yemfa techpreneurship no information no embre or manfo and all we are telling you this morning is that always keep your software up to date, avoid using obvious information like date of birth and phone numbers as password. If possible, use a two-factor or multi-factor authentication on your device and be sure of every link before you click them. And to information kakra yade more mom for summary de yemfa Ghana kasa embre yahwefo any for ofuni in questions be will be and bit beside sense views being episode expressing concerning any matter be and pay ABI touch ya it's allowed for you to do so yemfa Ghana kasa embre mom for. You're welcome back. Your beautiful line is now to 0244-885140 and 0249508687. Offer any of these numbers are in bidding. First caller, our Humani. So hello, good morning. All right, 0244-885140 0549508687 or a year views via bit me express and pay eligibility. So hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Ofana to you. Good morning.
Ofana ya mwakwaba.
Ojugba ona.
Yo.
Waka en yojugba.
Yonko Ivan.
Kai. En yojugba.
En yojugba.
Aha, me da si na me shaw. Me prefer United States of Kissaman. Na Sammy me chia Sifa. Ene Raymond Yamado alias the king is naked.
Yeah.
You know, while naked, still while naked, and the main threat. But Sammy, we should see echo.
Oh, too bad. Ima, sorry, but 0244-885140 0549508687. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tiga.
Yes, sir. Yanko.
Brother, so that the airport is ODM, and I attach. Barry, how I fire the sea, the dear book that Abadi, go to grant 100 years. I say they for my. I mean, I don't know say okay the way I'm feeling. I'm over home no more. I'm going to be shot again from you. For the year when that car. Now I'm nice. That's 24. You say many friends papa ya dey money near road. Then it dey. The best person to function na on be say you find my. Yeah, I'm going to wine high. I think you shot the papa. It's no shaput. If you have a shaput, Sammy. So, Nika. Bye-bye.
But I said, I pay this offer now near the income 0244 885140 0549 or comments via also with me Eddie Abrano pay eligibility and medical catchers and pay any the Ministry of Education and no more NAAD and Como issues in the Bibri are a be highlighted na yet what we're doing now Eddie and Como and also with me at the comments in Eddie Abrano. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sammy, good morning.
Yes, sir, Chief.
I show my estate.
Yanko Chief.
I show my estate.
Yanko.
Anopawe. Jow papa.
But why then?
Me jow papa.
Sir.
O start to show crowd want me ntia me nua fati. And we say no well say o maybe o bia no say. Ah now start here.
Mr. Masona.
Na o koso no. You can say TDJX asem na oka no. Sa me no nya eti o man mu ye nim say na situation. And then many Raymond ye adwin 1000%. Asem na da ho no papa no do ka no njai kra. Onjai no mbehwe ono nsuma no mbehwe asem esi o man we mu. Man nko ma praises bia officer nipa ne abeka say on show ti no obema praises na ehun say nipa ni ti man ne de. No. Onka no kre no mbom Bible no say onka no kre no na nipa ni hu say Ghana ye bre papa. Madam say na me ni hu edima.
Meadows and a place also friend about Jumedino SO 0244 885140 0549 508687. Officer friend, but now would be the best time. I also be friend na Eddie and Como El Jumedino SO. Hello, good morning.
Oh, Sammy, what dropping me line on?
What's your name? I'm dropping a line and drop here.
And you see the king is naked enough. Meaning exactly pop. But on say in thing for no when they meet the way of moving different we should TDJ so no say but what up to paying me into talk into also or talk here. But some of us we wish like because people are suffering. Share and now me chobi Ghana says na usupo. Look, it is a bit no na say obit na nkomo obema president say the government is fixing everything here. And then obomu ye party for omo MPP na omo potential God we judge them one by one. That's why.
Imamedo asana place of friend about Jumedino SO. You ever find a final caller and that be it. Na university na for Yentono Makaka na Yannick PR from the ministry no ending come. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. But you didn't be here for few minutes.
But I find the Cosby. Me na moto is na me no kasa.
Yo Cosby.
Sorry. Moto is akoda ne neighborhood road.
Adani den.
Neighborhood road.
Sir.
Traffic I pay so enyagro.
Wow.
Nti I was mo ye bibi fa ho.
Mate.
Yenti min ka say moto we a o sistu a. I can no o di 15 minutes cause moto we. They say at the 2 hours and over. And so na wait me across moto we. Aden.
Open Cosby. Medo asana place with the information every motorway at the brain, and it's a matter that I think that we need to spend some time to look at the buildings that have sprung up along the buffer. I was saying what motorway no more Maya Quenya Emma for expansion and development in Nigeria. Or man for Kotana a yes stretch in this world. Where then what we run if ye I was Eddie or Branchy or Branchy or Beth or Bekrumo and a pa Eddie also by joining motorway no or joining direct. I know and they create traffic and some ɛwɔ motorway no ɛso aha
before me sorry to meet you so
yeah
me da dream back wa me de beto ni man sana mako Sammy the proliferation of churches ɛwɔ kurom ha no abedoso ama sisi ano some of them are not allowing us to enjoy your properties in peace.
Yeah.
Sammy, make us say, we were two sorry, I bem. Third one, Ebeka, almost see year. But Sammy, I want more operating churches in residential areas to know, sir. There are laws that bind operations.
Sure.
There are laws that control operations of these churches.
Yeah.
Now, in 2019, there was a ruling our High Court from Justice Novisi Ifua Ayene. Hacho Kroya, ICGC, Hacho, any Crossroads Community Ministry, say Hacho. Now, 2 residents at the Omoko Court for excessive noise making and for being a nuisance. So, I mean, courts no edema residents. No. And this is what the court said. The court said, EPA say the noise level had a minimum of 76 decibels and a maximum reading of 86 decibels. The EPA daytime permissible noise level for residents, for residential areas, is 55 dB. Shami, if Osofo Sunomu Nim said there are laws that regulates some of these operations, they should be minded by this law. Because very soon, you see, I mean, person make case now, I can say but you see, when you have your property, you should be allowed to enjoy your property in peace. The same way they also saw Omujuma in peace. And then I met me about interfere Omujima. But let us all live in peace. Oh, yeah, areas. Noise levels needed. I mean, sometimes, I mean, daytime, nighttime, it's unbearable.
How can you, for example, Sammy, Oba, Ahomanachi, by 3 a.m. say, oh, yeah, sorry. Now I switch it on microphone on. Na o switch microphone on. The sound that air kwa bonten it just can wake virtually everybody, no matter how strong your acoustic system in your house may be, and as a soundproofing system in your house may be, it still can wake you up. And you we are from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. No sound bar no pa around 9 a.m. No, they are sorry not twaswa kwa kudru somewhere around 10 a.m. I mean how? I mean how? There was a day I went to a church myself. We went to a church, one of the churches.
To beg them?
Oh, not to even beg them. You drew not so for. Also, for Anna, a nanka ye be an uncommode fre, a ye a sorry man or moti around and say, oh, Mumbra. Nipa Bakupen and Nation, sorry, demo. Samuade.
That's a million cruise, no more.
Ade, young cousin, Munya, sorry.
I agree with you on that. Sorry. Maybe the end say, Minim baby at the end of one. Now, and you may be Anum very, to say,
I don't say a party.
Jimmy, Ade.
My goodness.
Sammy,
but I think the EPA must work.
Of course.
Sammy, the sound that comes from the
pubs are not exempt. The pubs are not exempt.
Yeah, of course.
The same law applies to them.
Of course.
It's not easy.
You can't be disturbing
the sound
people
levels,
like that.
Charlie, they are serious. They are serious. The sound levels, they are serious. Well, Raymond, we'll take that matter up.
Sammy, and
the end of it. Because me, time I'm more assembly. I didn't buy me 3 man. He said, Oja, a shewa, Obeba. Well, you're talking in Kobo. UTM Oba, where we a JHS, where we SHS, where we even a diploma course, Abia, where we a degree in Pokrana, Minia, Abia, what if ye, when ye Juma and ye. But you see, in San Juma, a dear Ubia, only problem, our babomum. A whole and a second image International Skills College, Ebemum, Aquarano Ubetimi Aman entity, a ban a fashion design and hairdressing, nail technology, facials, makeup, massage. Beauty therapy any ahun sensem nyina no wo mo ebechire akodano na wobia ono ankasa etimi ebie ne shop even wo wetimi aye home to home na wone aye omanfo no edi nsawoso no subenya sika kakra de ba behwe asmame anase eja and it's open to all bomodi asa woni wo mo ebedi nkomo na input so yeah adwuma na person osia wo part time session and also available you can take advantage of and get some skills. Second image for Sibetia from our cry 0243 331 999. Kumasi 02044033348. Denum 0244861610. So Gakope 0240195951. Na only more Eddie and Komo. And to Mr. Akwadano Faneko second image international skills college no nkosia bibi kakra na wono susu one far enjoy. And so here date now 17th day in the month of February. Na TCF was in country say we are still in the month of love. And so they are giving so much to you in terms of discounts. These are mind-blowing discounts. One more at the or month for on all products you buy from them. And air conditioners, fridges, freezers, TVs, home theaters, phones, and many more. We see one more MR discounter with me. I enjoy from TCL, and they surprise a loved one with some of these products. And they'll give you some freebies and some goodies this month of February. Come website store.tclghana.com, and our from 0596 913-298. Not only more ending como TCL, one more essay the creative librarian is to say if you order something from TCL, you don't have to pay at the time of ordering. One will deliver at the mawa and I'll be to me at your account. And you don't let anybody deceive you. One will say they have no presence on social media. There are a lot of fake accounts. One more operating as TCL, but that is not TCL. And so now it is the most exciting car show to happen at any car show in Ghana. Come for an exciting weekend of fun at CFAO on the 19th and 20th of February 2022. Have your car checked for free by experts from Suzuki and Mitsubishi with special deals on the purchase of new vehicles and spare parts, free diagnostics, test drives, and vehicle trading offers. Yes, bring your old car and trade in for a new one. There's even more fun to be had. Video games and cotton candy for children, food and drinks, barbecues, and more. Also, when you book a vehicle for purchase during the fair, you qualify for free servicing up to 1 year. Remember, it is on Saturday, 19th of February, 2022, and Sunday, the 20th of February, 2022. Don't miss this exciting event for anything. Now, every year teaches us two things. One, no situation is permanent and life has to move on. It's a new year and we couldn't have made it without you. Hantech Market, an award-winning financial technology firm with over 32 years industry experience, is here again at the Hantech House, Noi Osikan Close, Ring Road Estate, Accra. Now, they're given the opportunity to learn how to trade the financial market, get mentored professionally, get access to our unique social trading platform with traders globally, get to know much more about Forex, and for more information, call or WhatsApp 0544 708888. Now, only more ending command as overcome more Noi Osikan Close Ringway Estates, Accra. Now, only more Eddie and Como and Timinia. Way information kakra Eddie Mawo. Memfa and Chia Baku Kesiepa and Koma, the headmistress of Accra High School, Reverend Mrs. Lydia Enim Nketia, a happy birthday celebrating you and wishing you the best of the day. And to Mrs. Lydia Enim Nketia, this is to wish you a beautiful day. And also to you, Jaden Nene Dake Amenya, this is to wish you a happy birthday as well. And this is coming from J.A. Amenya. And so happy birthday to you, Mrs. Lydia Enim-Nketia, and then Jaden Nene Dake Amenya, wishing you a beautiful day. We information kakra your day Emma Adofo. I always tell you, say yours can also come through, and we acknowledge and share it with our listeners and our viewers into me. And so ode abriano pay ewo jumedi no eso see ya twaswa na yedi enkomo makacho anope say you need a PRO for the Ministry of Education Deputy. Wono and ebeba abeka mensa no pe amene no ewo studio hanum si amene din komo minia Ernest Akosa. We have been speaking on the phone for some time now, but in share ND and komo pain. Ernest, morning.
Good morning, Miniabima.
Na and one Ziano pay.
Namia Domboko.
You're my quabba.
Oh.
Now, bring an I shall say a New Year, no, I shall say a yamam.
Oh, New Year is more than successful. Yes, each challenge has been about.
Okay.
But the name is as a ministry being led by Honorable Dr. Yao said it from BBR and Chimi, Akitele BBR.
All right. When you say a chef in Asibiana, as individuals, your vision, focus, the AC in this room, corporate entities in this room, I was saying. At the ministry, more focus anything for the year?
Yeah, we'll share Ministry of Education, starting from 2017 MPP government by Abamu. And as MPP as a party by Abamu, no. Yeah, now more be in a ministry in A2. Now, there was strategic plan, education strategic plan, spanning from 2018 to 2030. Now, before then, as a previous government, even the SWACO government, you know, started the education strategic plan. And this are buying so eba be BNT MPP so buy and also the idea. But and header say quite different. And I say yes, so kubia name direction our person okono. And then 3 principles. So you are looking at learning accountability. Kwa be ni mehu sampa di chena yesu ano se na echo and if you so enhanced outcome. That's a learning outcome. And you know, enhanced learning outcome. The quan be be faso a yebetimi enya information and equity. The equity can be likened to the phrase SHS as a major policy of NPP government. And you know, we need normal ministry no ejina so e de eye adwuma. But these are the synopsis, but your details also ewo.
Yo. Yenin komo na yemfa the present one and Shasia, which has to do with UTAC in sense no. And MC din Kuma Nami Bissau says Sisiano you drew him after the court ruling she almost said they should return to the classrooms. One more aka say so many documents now they will study it and then they will take the next steps. One would have expected say by now they would have been in the classrooms. But what do you know so far?
Well, UTAC issue no is still before courts because interlocutory injunction National Labour Commission now we pray say court in the background for now the court in the grant and ministry network na being led by Dr. Yosedichum say you tag and person can be a thing of the past a roadmap na ye follow last year somewhere around August October November kita hu bebre na e course so almost strike yeah almost call strike na call strike you know ministry ne Labour Commission Finance Ministry Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Munina Tenasi, and your roadmap say, and I'm saying na ye too. Ye interim market premium. Say market premium no. Say bia which economics, which geography, which engineering. Say ye kwa drama and I say bia ye cost ye kwa kopo bia na ba be chade the lecturer bi ni ho and I waje adwuma and I say mpo no nyamempa frɛ na e kwa ye betime nya sai ni pa no ntentema na. And I ye train you be crown. How many years? And a bit take a train will be about for instance, engineering lecturer.
Okay.
And I said economics lecturer. It's a non-computation, statistical department, you know, ministry, no demand is a money survey, no. Survey reports in it by 31st December last year. And see, the documents in leadership of youth tax. I'm study, I'm critical, say, be a hasi and a hasi, no, it be a no be uncoye, so that we sit down, then fine tune the way forward. By 4th January 2022, and you tag a hint is so as I buy dragging feet in there, I buy hasting in the process now, where now on the cost strike, and I'm more declare strike. I think about 10th of January, and I'm cost strike. But before then, also, now you have more documents, the most steady. And you know, ministry, the Labour Commission, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, you know, as I'm more you tag it to know. I say, more dear Mika. And I, you know, so I had the encoye. Now, by respect of labor law, no, won't see me in court negotiation. Why was you on strike? So we here we say, no more than us more conditions of service, and you're the best. A band person question based on laid down procedures. Now, and around some new doing kita hono me can be better say research allowance. I buy atom. I buy better maybe 2,500. As it stands now. This year they will be taking 6,000 Ghana cedis. Next year to be 8,000. 2024, it will be $1,600. And other allowances in the rent, any food, any other thing, I buy a pigeon in them. But the emphasis, the issue has to do with base pay. Say base pay, you are suspended increments. Say government white paper 2013, ably signed by former President John Mahama. Say young to your boss in a year because you need rush it. See a more be a dear 140%. I can't be a dear. It is a survey anybody. There's survey be inform me that the employers and other major stakeholders as to the way forward. You know, about no more to me say obey Christian lecturers no. Shaping the destiny of the nation also not
the report, I know say as a PRO you would have gone through that report. What does it say about Womo Aketuan, Womo base pay?
Well, because the issues before court, so I don't want to go into the details. For now, I'm saying, I don't know how maybe I yenya coin as a court making a fun now, interlocutory injunction now. Say court now grants lecturers and go back to lecture theatre and come court for my decision. So for now, I don't be say details in
But anyway, I won't go into the details. Yeah. What has been the bottleneck in terms of at the time of Womo Eshasia Womo core striker? Ghanaians pleaded with them, almost suspended strike, we gave ourselves a window of a month to resolve the issues. What was the real challenge in terms of the major issue a year we market you assembly?
Well, the issue has to do with your timelines. You market survey anywhere, you are competing with the figures. That's you're attaching values to them. Say way adwuma way who say way ever has it. But omono penny phone bebre no so fi say no. 114% are suspending base pay no. Can you say they are buying farmer home? Then to be hakatu. Na katu antumo no enye lecturers dem kwa na ye friends employees or gather has it. And as abaya adwuma for. Nti wo hwe na wan hwe ne ye say okay we esu demand we e other agencies beba. Say you cry no the way am aware yentenasi nenye say until Abano you're very cautious. Now Abano is ready to sit down with them. The position of government in say call off the strike. All the legitimate concerns in our table we are ready to address them. It's simple as that. But almost say no until say Abano the committee itself. Say when issues na the brain no someone can be bia yeah call off the strike. That is any idea about Virginia some people say. Because say caucus any panel of strike. We near kind, as we be the second so when we say, one yes, yeah, mean yes, say. No more, so you are not set a bad precedent. You set a bad precedent in the other agencies, and I said, you might phone so other sectors, because I say, oh, now say, you take phone cry, yes, say, no more crowd strike, when they get shitty with them. And yes, the NCBA the same thing. Last week, I remember very well. National Security Minister, Dr. Yosedic, Minister for Education, Minister for Labor, Finance Ministry, Deputy, by leadership of UTAG from all the 15 traditional universities. Say, just call up the strike. Say, in the past, you presume Sabana demonstrated bad faith. This time, it's not going to what happened. But if you say no, year 2022, you're chatting a new path, there, then the consensus, there should be timelines attached to them, and as attached to it, they follow through accordingly.
Now, at the time almost suspended a strike, not within 1 month, roadmap, not more yet. What fundamentally, what were the issues?
The roadmap on say, Mr. Bidekan earlier submission or say the interim market premium. Say we inquire research, and I see inquiry say market premium now. Your person you place so more base pay lecturers in the base pay hwehwemu aye de buy any musomu hwehwem. Enti ya de entena say you know baby I know na dey do pempesi. It is here we na yakaso ebi a dwumo mo sa department we ana mo kire sa course we no mo kura market ya na be kosoro mo kura mo de npo e be ba fom na ki hu the way forward. Enti abana na mo ntu a wotini nyina no follow through bia a week or two na sa abana no show up and that does not mean say right now or the commitment na we making no.
On a normal day, on a regular day, the labor market survey, some more it take how long?
Well, depending upon the agency now, because sometimes we myself, CBI be a week, a month or two, until the end, we be betting a crop up, because after your festive occasion, into the 9 normal be now, and so
but how long in the take government to prepare the survey, to brood over the survey before finally handing it over to the UTAG for?
There was a timeline I need to follow through. So by 31st of December, the whole thing will be ready so that it will be forwarded to the leadership of the UTAG.
But how long did it take you to prepare that document?
From October last year up to December. By December, no more finalize the BBR and no more hand the document in our leadership of UTAG. Someone peruse, one critique. No who sampa way big crampo now, it be a margin of error, this and this and this and this. Nanka what the aba. Or more and no more trigger the strike processes.
Yansha and we show more body language. More sure say they will go back to the classrooms. Are you confident that the decision of the courts will be adhered to?
Yeah, well, rule of law and drive every facet of what sitting. And this rule of law, one of the components is also respect any decision of free court ever. Because the final habitat also will be the injunction, the local injunction about. That's why I followed that application. The application, at the first instance, as a first meeting in the court, I said, no, go back. The plaintiff, I said, UTAG, the defendants, money plaintiff being the National Labour Commission, one court any more employers, and I'm going to mobile fast so I'm mobile resolve because it's then seminar and between a boom crew court. Yeah, it's and I'm more there's a ministry, A to say, okay, BBR, between a fine tune BBR. And for now, the court decision, the ministry in the position and say they have to respect it. Say, go back, call off the strike, go back, I'm going to try there. That does not mean. So all the negotiation also here in so that we're stalling. No. Because court in the case, what I understand, say they are going to look at the judgment, and I said, really, almost steadier, then they will come out as to their next line of action.
So next line of action, they say, one more lawyers advise you, almost say, they can't abide by the ruling of the court, and that AB almost filing appeal, AB almost filing stay of execution, AB almost filing any other legal document challenging the ruling. Let's say at a superior court. What happens?
Well, at the Parliamentary Select Committee on Education, the leadership of UTAG. Now, assembly anywhere, this kind of trader. I know about Bayana, Georgia, near Husampa, way. And then I believe, lecturers more fast than I and so strike and affect you. More ground operating business, will campus, meaning affect you economically. And they will do the needful. And I say, they walk the talk. Now, I'm follow through the ruling now. And I say, direct him in a court in the accordingly.
But me say, so what is the next line of action for the ministry?
Yeah, I believe in the leadership of friends in parliaments, by extension, Minister of Education, and where many Ghanaians, that's a major stakeholder, and say, once I really know about it, because you can't say, as a lawyer, court is really not bad. All the legal processes, you can trigger them. Unless you can trigger and say, yeah, obey, understand they want to file an application for review. So and so. But if you want to file an application for review now, still you have to call up the strike.
All right. Mame and Dr. Samuel Body Kusini Nkomo UCC4 one more president UTAG meaning Nkomo na Mimbisano 102 as to whether they've been able to arrive at decisions. They are abiding by the ruling of the court. Doc, good morning.
My brother.
Na anopa no mum saying.
Nyame adum na we.
Nyame adum ye kokram kakra. Court no share say monko back to the classroom. We have read it say UTAG mostly at the time that was yesterday namonsa enka document namonsa ka monem lawyers edi hunkoma you know the next line of action to take. Anya bia no monya document na peruse mo decide on what to do.
Thank you very much. As at Enra close of demo na yensanka ibia. So we in fact we were following up on it. Our legal team were following up on that. So I'm sure, sir, probably in the course of the day, they may have access to it. But as we speak, that hasn't happened. And not that I'm aware of as at this moment.
Now, many PRO for the Ministry of Education, Deputy Enamnini Studio, he makes the case, he said, last year they submitted to you the survey reporter. Now you were supposed to go through so that, mobit me at some fine-tuning decisions and then you bit me utilize here. Also, and I'm also a cast will move back to the strike decision that you are taking earlier. What triggered that?
You see, my brother, I wouldn't want us to go into all those things. And I would advise all the communicators from the other side. You see, we are in a crisis situation. The strike has gone beyond the labor market survey report and all the reasons that we can adduce. If I want to go into the details of it, I have been around negotiation table for UTAC since 2018. And you sure say the people who are speaking now, they were even there and they have all the historical antecedents. We are in a crisis situation. We want to resolve the matters. It would be better for all of us to stop all the reasoning and all that, because, I mean, he can give his side of the story, we can give our side of the story. We can all be rational. I will plead that we move beyond the reasons, because whether the reasons are genuine or not, the strike has happened in it's going to about 86 weeks. So the most important thing that we need to focus on now is that there has been a ruling. We are looking at it. We'll decide on the way forward. I have said severally, it is not in the interest of anybody, whether you're a lecturer, you're a parent, you are a student, you are on the side of government, or you are not on the side of government. This whole industrial action transcends, individual actions. It's a group action. And therefore, all of us, in the interest of the nation, need to do things that will help us to get back. So, in as much as from the side of the employer, they will wish, and I think if I heard it, yes, the court has given the ruling, you must comply. It's good, yes, it's a valid point. The court has given, we must comply. Well, if you I should ask, where is the order? What exactly the judge again say? Apart from saying and go back to the lecture room, what are the other things he ordered? When did he say we should go? Was it an immediate effect on? So you see, we can all debate these things, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is that all of us, well-meaning Ghanaians, we will come together and make sure that we get back on track. The lecturers, what they are asking for, something meaningful is done, and then the lecturers are also back to take care of our children in the lecture room. Let's all work together to make sure that we achieve this very goal. For me, that should be our utmost objective now, rather than going into the logical framework, whether the strike action was good, was valid or not, and labor market survey. In any case, labor market survey has been conducted 2014 AAB. It was not implemented. 2019, the report is now out in 2022. So let's not go back and forth. It wouldn't help any of us.
No, you sound concerned about the state of affairs when it comes to tertiary institutions here. And so we say, so if you are that concerned, why did you have to wait for the National Labour Commission to take you to court? And all they were saying is, suspend the strike, let's sit down. After all, me and was strike now on negotiation table. Why didn't you just suspend the strike and go negotiate and then move on? You sound very concerned.
My brother, you see, that is the point I am making now. You see, the strike action, UTAC did not just wake up one day and say we are going to strike. Right? There has been antecedents. And as I said, I have been around since 2018. Working on these negotiations. If you talk to the people from Fair Wages from the government side, and they will tell you. So if we want to punch into all those things, we will have reasons to be. But the point is that whether we like it or not, at some point there is some level of mistrust between the union and the employer. And that is what has landed us where we are currently. without going into all the issues and what was done or what was not done, right? But the bottom line as we speak today, and I'm sure my brother who is in the studio would agree that the bottom line which has brought us to where we are now is a certain level of mistrust between the union and the employer. As to whether the mistrust is genuine or otherwise, we can all debate it.
Who mistrusts?
As I keep saying, from where we have gotten to, let's not focus so much on what has happened in the past. Let's look at building that trust so that we can get back on track.
Some mistrust asemi ya okay no. Okani why na mistrusting why na edienti no mistrusting no.
My brother, I think that, you see, I do not want us to go into all this. I think I keep repeating the same point. If I want to go into the mistrust, UTAG will outline why it feels that it has not its parts. I mean, why it feels that the employer has not honored certain parts of its bargain, what it said it will do. And I can give several examples of things that were said that has not been fulfilled. The employer will have its own reasons to say that, no, what they are saying is not true. Right? So I think that since this industrial action was embarked on, we have articulated these things over and over and over. So I would again, this plea should not even be coming from the union. As a union leader, I'm supposed to be the one, more or less, being the one being intransigent and being very harsh and all that. But that is not the way to go.
All right.
That is not the way to go. Let us be measured. Let us not go back and repeat the very same things we have said over and over again. Because at this point, we are seeking to build trust. Everybody is concerned, as you indicated. Lecturers are concerned. It's not the wish of lecturers to continue to be. Draw their teaching services. I don't think any lecturer in this country says that we are happy. Hey, we are trigger happy. We want to be on strike. No, I don't think so. They want a certain concern. Let us focus our energies on having that concerns addressed, and also focusing our energies on the lecturers returning back to the lecture room. That will help all of us.
So, Mepacho, we won't go back to the past again. We are moving forward.
That is the most important thing.
How do we move forward now that a court has decided someone go back to the classroom and send Yedinkomo? How are we moving forward?
Yes, so that is what we have said, that we will get the order. It will be studied. I mean, there are several legal opinions. One will say that, yes, comply before you even get the order. Others are of the view that we will get the order, we'll study it and move on. So let the legal team, that is why we have a legal team. Then NLC has this legal team. UTAG has this legal team. Let the legal team get access to the documents, advise the leadership of UTAG, and then we take it from there. I think that that's the most simplest thing that we can do, because that is the position of our legal team. And I cannot speak outside what the legal team has asked that we do for now, whilst we wait for the clear written orders from the judge.
Do you see this impasse ending soon?
I have stated on several platforms that if we are committed, this matter can be resolved in less than 2 hours.
Interesting. Well, Doc, we will thank you. We are hoping that you will get the document and then we will know the decision of UTAG as to whether you are going back to the classrooms or not to the classrooms. Medoas Anope is only Yedi Enkomo. Yo, Doc, inti Mr. Kusa, Doc Yetenenka, and Wakase moving forward.
Well, you see, I think way back 2007.
Oh, okay. All right. That's nice. And he says that we have to move forward.
Sure.
Moving forward, ministry no plan is saying.
Well, for now, I mean, per se, behind closed doors, engagement in our course, no be disclosed, but you're here by close of day. I say, Omunya really na course really now. I'm also steady. I'm legal team as to the way forward, you know. Now you so your legal team also steady in your area now. The BCB and the Magana for ati.
Ebumo, I didn't the plight of the students. Are you concerned about the students?
Yeah, more than concerned, because we offer say phrase HS no benefit to a pass come when you are Amstead. Grey Koya was Abefi. The last week in Ami Okumasi na me ko no na me akramra ho. Say at least that was obinya admission so ko university na name in India but there that the furia no person who so test different environment na bibisa courses na as a hardware and na aside the crown put in the financial aspect of it call renting hostel man no huge sums of money na crown because omo run hostels and one of strike bias and then the 4 months you know you're be jetto and I say obeka say sabi to a new way. So that is the issue we you're confronted with. But I believe, say, in no time, you'll be the logical conclusion of the whole impasse. Yeah.
Well, no will be as in Bissau say. Young fun say with all these weeks I check whether say Nyamia don't send your can being hopeful say and that Womushia no Mudium there's a possibility say number resolving issues. It would mean that a whole month of the academic year calendar and year chair no. Is it that say we are going to extend or we are going to run a crash system and could be sharing now within that short space no more?
Well, semester basis, the maximum of 4 months, maybe sometime beyond 4 months. And you don't hear from January, also February, the Eba hitting March. You do hear up to December. I leave space, how much me. I meet me at some normal. It's me 4 months. Meet me at training school. Then it depends on the university authority. Universities, and among be to say, oh, you're wasting a month or so. To come in a bit faster, a bit me a compensated students, at the lecture theatre. I think they will do the needful. I'm better right and I'm making sure says I will meet me a cover.
I buy a students and a parent for no fault of theirs. One more 8 years ago, I'm a hostels. Yeah, will come once a me. Young fan say if there's an extension by even a month, the Krampuna to accommodate the time loss now. I buy with some support for a parent. One more ember our campuses, one more either the traditional halls and as hostels. No.
Well, I think we are hearing from two angles or two perspectives. Say more universities and halls of residence and
yeah.
And also more hostel, private hostels and the private hostels and the government, and planning be compensate you and I say be a common simple for now the BBI anywhere ministry no every bit home. But the more traditional halls and idea, then I are buying facility now you see. The university authorities and be who say be saying the course so ama omo at Tenefi Bosomi Bako. And Tinquabe and a fast so I bet me about say young concourse and Mamuso Musamitia, Sikabinka and utility bills. Until I believe in one way that I said the ministry and be liaising with the vice chancellors and no more with the way forward.
Obo semester and admit a kai a comachikakra efa the time we're having a conversation about in basic schools here. And this year on a semester system and last year on a trimester system. The government had told us that they had set up a committee one more looking into a reopening date. More the timetable about outer Mokacha said we're going to run a certain system. It was met with agitations. Government had to make a U-turn. Is everything okay with the ministry?
Ministry, no. At a point in time, there are challenges. And besides such challenges, now people were calling for the head of the Minister of Education. And see, my colleagues in the one-on-one, you say, oh, and because of semester, my friends said, trimester, no, and I was the minister, I resign, and I say, and sack, now I will be allegedly, CSC minister, we discuss with because this is just administrative lapses, and
especially after you set up a committee.
No, the committee, no, minister didn't set up the committee. Yes. Committee won't conquer him. So the leadership of teacher unions were part of the committee. Deliberations are called, minutes or say, we are part of it. So, committee by a trimester because last year, junior high school no ran a trimester system. Sorry, semester system no. The semester system no until the end this time around so running now so we and take it Now communication and teacher unions, they could not get opportunity to engage with their members at the regional and the district levels. Zina kwa yes and penny for now baby can be, but I see a hundred there. Or when he didn't see and I saw the parents in the media house and we so magnify issue no say hey akora we cage ni your son continent anopa no son fa enkonko see enwumre no me sanefa. So these are so the issues. But when you be a minister, okay, minister, so why you adwuma na bi? Okay, Sadia, one can roll it out. But the minister has said on many occasions, said from the bio general educationist, no, trimester, semester, no, difference be any for convenience sake. Say, you win the bank, you win the more abon, then for convenience sake, you know, if it's a committee now, but yeah, and also more thumbs up, and come on, but the agitation is not a batch, you know. Teacher unions, so other stakeholders in your class, it's better you revert to the old system. So why not? Let's go back to the trimester. Bosumiensa. Then Kurani Yamakwa is three friends, 3 terms, you know, Nakurani academic calendar, now what's in a transit to the next level.
At the time, Manamone Moyesa in commodity Munya, one would have expected, say, you know, you would have factored in the period. The dissemination of the information from the teacher unions, and we are part of a committee now. We'll come once no.
Yeah, sure.
To give them ample room for them to have engagement with a year one more teacher for no, so that we would have resolved issues before even communication from the ministry to the effect to say we are staying with the semester system. Then you know, you didn't look at that.
Well, I would say what timelines, and that time, you know, understand said not no me program El Kumasi. And terms of my attention be now but over the years in the crowd, but say ministry that's a GS a year academic timetable. I had not the input of teachers, you know, and the teacher unions, and young head they here be brisa. But as I said in the room now, and I said the environment now you operate, you know, at a point in time, you ought to invite major stakeholders to the table. So when we and I'm not saying I too. You know, we put in all right, but I agree with you. Say, be extensive consultation, you know, enough. Sorry, consultation maybe enough. Until almost so a membership on anti-assay or more say there be a better say you better revert to the old system.
Yenin komo is the basic level no honoma. Yeah, we've been saying say. Textbooks are and Kodano education they are the basic level. I think for 2 years, not textbooks in Korea. What's the situation at the moment? New
curriculum. They say no, or might be no at a point in time. And I said, well, educational system no. On say, and I'm not sure. Is it in tandem with the international best practices? The first now you use what you call what subject-based, so objective-based curriculum. It is our objective-based curriculum no. Kwa beso na nkwara no ade kire ne adusua na sa kyerefo no mukita ho de sitie ntia no hu se no ebi no ma bi nkoye ntia nya nsisemu in recent times research because by UNESCO the UNESCO research I think that was 2016 no more ranked all African countries on educational systems one and they are robust one and they know I say a conkan Ghana could not place within the first 10 countries you place it 12th position. The normal means say creativity, interpersonal skills, and digital literacy. There's a ditch require fast year in a baby son 3 principles no and had that and co cancer and con cancer. To come in about so man obeying as a son or norma. No waiting Zampa, obeying a meeting and obeying a compete favorably with other countries. And they informing ministry. So let's come up with the new curriculum. The Common Core Curriculum. That Common Core Curriculum is seeking to ensure, say, there will children no and other countries, you know, at least that positive correlation. And here by and on a say, BBBI be fitting as for. And we should also bear in mind, say, your headers in your major reform or the case ministry in respect of CBI, yes, sir, your curriculum. But it's a major one. And to win to me, Russia, so say, oh, once we have publishers, engage them more intro. But last year or last 2 years or so, we heard of balloon cancer, no maybe a quarter of one ethnic group. And they're the best. So this time around, no, human quality assurance processes, you follow through. So publisher bia, that's a writer bia in the moment baby bia, and you film. So the objective, the internal purposes of new curriculum, no, fit inside. But he see the processes now cost so procurement process and now cost so ministry. But busumi nkwabi you know. Not textbooks now available.
Are you happy, sir, for 2 years or more? As you go for because school normally textbooks are but you tell me so teachers know our guide more at the Asia at the children but as to textbooks are and Kodana de Bishia dear Munim. I remember at the time we are margin say Moses na mudi a new curriculum abanum. The publishers made the case say whilst you do your work we have more negotiations, we have more discussions, any BBano. Allow for the old system to run with the textbooks so that when you are done with your work, now you can transition to the new one. At the time, they made the case, some of them had even now just published. One more books are now yet idea. I'm trying to say, I mean, use the right word, accreditation. My accreditation man as a recommended books are not a year system anymore. And yet the ministry said no.
Well, I don't want to dwell on the past, but
no.
Okay, new curriculum now. Before you be running out, and I church for you now from KG up to P6, you don't find it. You train your meaning. Say these are the requirements, these are the demands of the new curriculum. Until the more child are saying, until we are in some teacher resource packs, and so student resource packs, and more than even enough. Voluminous information I want to know. So we need to say creative art. That information now a resource pack anymore. I bet you inform you say because as a teacher, one of the attributes of a good teacher is to be resourceful. So Kwabe na be for an event be a textbook anyhow. Kwabe na be for so be to deliver a lesson. So the ministry also was thought it wise said no. Young pass no more after training. Let's do the resource packs. Yes, some crowns resource.
So you gave the
crowns but I don't enough say we are akrabia binyabi. I don't see schools in
what was contained in the resource pack for the students?
No, say any textbook biano or your teacher's handbook and your students also there. Yes, so just a replica of the textbook.
It came out with the students.
And yes, to the individual student, but the school BR will be. Local school BR, the basic level now. BR no my call because one I know me monetary be otakwa. Me call me uncles to take pictures of it.
I want to understand. Auntie, I was school no honor. Infants a school with a population of let's say 100 students. Women you know access to.
No, at least a class and okwa. Not even cry in the past. What class in BB and cry be 600 now. Sorry, be 45. But 45, the textbooks in the Abana could be 30 or maybe 25.
But that's why we seek to improve.
Exactly. Yes. So this time around,
if in improving, rather the 35 for let's say 100 students, is taken away.
Yeah.
And they have nothing to utilize.
Or share the resource packs. That is even more than enough. In the absence of textbooks and the traditional textbooks, also say no way is and no way is but there are some of the basic schools. What do you say? We use projector and the child. Yeah, it's a conventional with traditional we know a textbook ne kutane titini ade nyina and no be nice but the ministry that does not mean say ministry no so no every Nigerian net effort so on provide textbooks but you can say busumi nko na wie all the processes in nyina about more than 36 publishers and we go through all the processes our books and say more mo dey buy and sample no nyina we validate sample information authentic.
Resource packs for the students, and I say, kaya what the bar system anymore.
Well, I mean enough compared to the teachers' resource packs. Yeah, because I need the ones in here because just as a guide to teacher. So, in as much as a watch and as a teacher's handbook and as a teacher's manual, Akrano Sudi and only say won't go beyond a certain friend is saying limit.
Now, Casa war copy book baby.
No, I went to Takwa. Yeah, I have the pictures away here. Yeah.
You have it with you?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Because I have never heard of
this
before.
Yeah, they have it.
A resource packer, modern student, and no, and in the absence of the textbooks, when we use it. Then
not in the absence of the thing. What I'm saying is, and no now, but teacher be how when it dear. But I'm crying you just as a guide. I'm a checheni, say, dear, maybe dear Mikutano, Kumana Mikutana, me de Chadiano. When Nanquarano, son, or semi follow, semi my exercises, and when or semi follow, systematically. And I mean, go beyond what the syllabus prescribes.
Opani, then it tells me, sir, if the ministry has been able to do this for 2 years plus, then there isn't the need for any textbook.
No, the textbook could say, but complement what we have, we already have. Yeah, because to me, the textbook, that has been the system I had running.
Yes,
and
so
the ministry is more than committed. So by close of this month, and very ready, near deployed to respective regional directorates. You know.
Do you agree with me, sir, the absence of the textbooks has affected academic work?
No. There is no empirical evidence to prove that. Because teacher for they've not complained bitterly.
I have spoken to. Listen, this is evidential. I have spoken to several teacher union leaders on the show who have alluded to the fact that the absence of these textbooks have affected their teaching and learning process in the classroom. And I'm surprised you are telling me so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I've been a teacher for more than 16 years. Those are the basic level in the second cycle. At a point in time, I need geography. And I'm such a basic level. No, with the textbooks, but delivery was excellent. SS, governments, all this, and I said maybe a terminal, elective subjects are not provided. But teacher for you prepare notes. The man can exercises. No more go through the process. So I don't see the need to say, and I say everyone. I don't say. Sorry for you to use that word. Everyone say because affect you adversely. No, at least be a me teaching and learning process, you know, if you can level be a bit drew and I say the speed, you know, it be a man above. But as to say, affected the entire teaching and learning process, and I think I bet it.
But because it be above for it was at a higher level, and now it has come down. So then, the absence of the textbooks has dropped teaching learning from a certain level.
No.
Below a certain level.
There's no.
I'm saying that I've spoken to teachers.
That is the opinion.
It's their opinion.
That is the opinion. But then, from the ministry,
then we shouldn't bother ourselves.
No. But it's important.
Yes.
That's our buying the Tim Kratano. Who are complementing what is already supplied to the schools.
Maybe so. I read somewhere say, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
That there was a communique to the effect to say we should revert to the old syllabus and use and some new one ever. Is it true? What I read?
I think that was the junior high school level. Yeah, junior high school. Yeah, from KG to P6.
What informed that at the junior high school level?
No, a process. Also, I think they are church for no more junior high school so far entity. As the demands and the requirements of new syllabus. And that's like a curriculum by stage syllabus. And so no team also Nipan Grano you're exposed to what is supposed to be teaching around. And in the case, stick it to the old syllabus, whilst government in H1 and more say a bit to me, I engage and I say a bit to me organize that nationwide refresher training and more as to the requirements of the new curriculum.
Well, I'm hoping some produce some of the teacher unions, maybe a phone lines and teachers are some of the issues that are being raised here, not most of what they might share at the Abre, not Edinco, but I think I do feel a happy 98.9 FM and I would take really across our Nissim 95.9 and 100.1. If you at the Facebook, Twitter, any Instagram, and to follow on any of these platforms now, question Biana, Mr. Kosa, our Hanum will be to me at the Emu and Chichimu at the Abre. Yet also na yemfa yeni entre the Free Senior High School. There have been conversations to the effect to say by now there should have been a review. Major stakeholders in the educational sector, EduWatch and some of them have made the point that we need to have a look at the Free SHS and do some reviews about the program. At the moment, what's the ministry's position on that?
Well, civil society organ, and that's a 10th thank more EduWatch is one of the more system, and we appreciate all my efforts. Say, Pennyfobu baby said we trust on him senachi actually, and at a point in time, more we are research findings that prove so be a Free SHS and no maybe enkoye, or more findings of the ministry also taken in good faith. The office between modify say between acquiring and any system be as a policy be implement here. Don't expect say we have challenges. There are challenges, but our challenge, how do you overcome those challenges? The ministry so to an amount of brave. So we be implement free SHS, you know, be a buffer stock, be a food supply and head and improve, you know, textbooks. And I say, like, these are so many challenges, infrastructural aspect of it. And almost every senior high school, every city be classroom blocks and you see dormitories and a master's Bangladesh administration block. See, last 2 weeks, government SR procure 100 buses and 50 pickups. The amount senior high schools now almost any access to. That's what car I break it down in no. Say be an crowd person free north or person baby be about ocean. Quite better first about transporting. Hitherto no be no more for fire. What on the car be prone to accident near. So these are sort of interventions that Abina deploy. Now the most important is free SHS and Abina to an our home can say teacher motivation. At a point in time, teacher for Gosumi na ye Pamkarano, Mikaipa school, upon senior high school in the Ashanti region. Oh, Akrabia 30 cities per term. Now ye be motivated teacher. Free SHS by Yajin everywhere. But Abani the intervention. Last 2 weeks, and Abani advances come almost all the senior high schools were nationwide. Will be answer Canada Cheche for no Bibinano, Eniaji.
Now, and you don't think so there should be a need for a review as in...
No, review, not, if you are talking about review of the system, yes. What are the pointers? Then there should be pointers. Say, these are the issues that we have identified. These are the gaps we have identified that ought to be reviewed. Then it's a welcoming.
So let's look at the issues therein. Disbursement of money to the institutions. Last year, we had situations where CHAS had actually had to come into threat and say if the money is not disbursed, that they may have to shut down some of the schools. There had been issues to do with food for the students. Buffer stock and some problems with the there had been issues, some other issues, infrastructure issues. There have been issues to do with a free SHS, the double track system now running, where parents have complained, say, akwada, if you over 1 month. No, I've got to school, 3 weeks. These are issues that, for some of the stakeholders, they believe that it requires a comprehensive conversation.
Yeah, it's a work cabinet. Yeah, that's a legitimate concerns now. Most of the Ghanaians in the areas. But I'm start from the double track. Double track, 2018, because 2017 it started the free SHS. So the 2018 enrollment drive increased because we came and met an enrollment drive and now 800,000. And this is hit almost 1.2 million. Today they are infrastructure wise and pressure ebebaso. Into classroom blocks and why about on fee no how about an encore. So through the innovation the consultation as done, let's run double track. It's a green goat. We could be 1 month, now could face by night they will come and converge and take the same exam. We started 402 schools way back 2018. As at last year, before academic year, now at about 350 plus. Now most of the schools that are running double track now in the Ashanti region. Now infrastructures are air course, classroom blocks, dormitories, near air course in Yinano, yes, in Yinano. By 50% of the schools in the Ashanti region are more exited from the double track. So mathematically, it tells you that at least we come below 300. Below 300. Now, even more mobile first year, there's no more mobile double track. I'm in based on the free SHS Secretariat information we pick from respective senior high schools now we're running boarding system. So for now, the double track to soon be a thing of the past.
The other issues to do with disbursement of money, we have CHAS complained bitterly about Sikasemwa why was that the situation?
Now, advancement of money to HES or more second settling institutions now. 30% is meant for perishables. Now buying to the direct into the accounts of schools. Now 70%, and then maybe a mackerel, tin tomatoes, and yam, rice, and then suppliers and also and the work buffer stock. Now buffer stock no more regional reps And this time around, the minister last week Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, you know, heads of all the not as charts from let me use that word. Headmasters and headmistresses, you know. Now said this time we are sending cash flow for the release of cash from the finance ministry. Minister, I didn't coding it down say it's a perishable, so we advance it 2 months in advance. Of which the Ministry of Finance has agreed. It's about advancing 2 months. Minister considers sometime bottlenecks, but like I said, we say no the finance ministry na 2 months near advance perishables no scales we hear na the nyina be mamo now about 70% now it's an academic year no as started schools no shortage and say shortage na course so be school anyway nyina suppliers na almost on target and na prices no so they are review so supply be also we be tomatoes mackerel rice I don't know because of rate no from that motivation is not there. Saying the cost of supply. It says buffer stock a reviewer going into new academic year. No, I don't think says I know normal na yenya duane we no heni nyina no ebebe.
Yento so niema okraba safi ena do afidi na atwa no museum ne Mr. Ernest Akosa ena yene no edi enkomo anopei awo jumedi ne so o question bia opeso bisa akwenya awo honoma unso betimi afa na unso ode the aben ewujumedie no eso ebebie phone lines no atum ama unso afa na unso ode wadwentre de aben anope ewujumedie no so many issue story bi so ewo Daily Graphic enra anomo GES begins confirmation of SHS selection for 2021 BEC candidates no enti placement hu sensem no na yedi hu komo na anisa anye bia no nhihye no etesen considering say in the past about placement hu sensem a anya dia eyenika eyeniso
yeah o share yes system I run embre bia yenyina ye ya pass it through now we BC now because senior high school na chebebre as enkrano be board dumpim Independence Square na ahom to go school no fine okokodru yesu crowdini ho na whole lot of issues and ministry at a point in time through free SHS secretary and CSSPS or more year stakeholder engagement said that be kwame the first very reduces rate of error no and that's errors no and more day what you call the verification and confirmation of schools now was selected. But let me make this caveat. That's at this point clear. Wouldn't akwanya so say school what you see that was selected that. But it be near first Stephen Usu yaw. Na udi no ya na akwanya YW. Did say A no yaw meti A no. Ti kwa be so na be correct no. There are 3 avenues in Abetim they are correct. First, number send a bulk SMS just to verify and confirm say information is accurate. Okay. And almost a short code on so we'll be using that short code just to verify and confirm say information are provided accurate. Another one say online portal so you open log in with index number information about Purple app. So they are who provide there's a garbage in, garbage out, and no and a winyana. So that is what we are trying to do. Say, so be a bema. No, school. No, so you're back near the Nakwakoto school. That's how you reduce and sana the real placements and abba.
And see, this year, you're in a situation where your parents are almost about dumping our more share saying, "Kurani, place you we wouldn't hear or see any of such."
Yeah, it was the last 2 years. Ankoran Kobo Dompim and Jubilee House Independence Square. But last year, you had TBBSA. BBR system, at least you can arrange and ignore pockets of issues here, a cropping up. But last year, and beside the way verification and confirmation of selection of schools in Ukraine, regional command centers so reactivating. So we were region. And our district directors in here, lazy with them. Say, bet me are correct, and I say, you panel challenge, no, you bet me a Soviet manner, no, so it's me a starting first year.
Well, my main final one, no, when say we for break your bar, nafi, be phone lines, no, Eddie Atumu. There was a story that I also saw. Na your bar, yanko break, no, embra, your bar, na main fast story, no. Who asem brewo na fe no try to answer that for me now for MB phone lines into Mona. Among phones on Frenomo and Bridge Media no eso, but me fan Jack is here and Papa Poku Sapon and a baby I will be ano. Mechiao, wish you a beautiful day. Na Ejana Shua Obeba. Yedane Hwaba. Well, Yamokwaba Eba a Jumedi no eso anopay. Na Yamokwaba na proud to say na there was a story that I'd seen earlier na person minimia Ernest Edio Hunkomo. It is a report on CTFM4 website where we say SHS's experiencing food shortage due to lack of adequate storage facilities, and that's according to the Ghana Buffer Stock. Now, one more the comment was in response to concerns raised by the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools for government to ensure that enough food is distributed to all schools across the country to avert any shortage. Now, Buffer Stock for said they attribute this to the delay in distributing food to second cycle institutions, to the lack of storage facilities at senior high schools, and even if the buffer stock for a word to supply, the schools don't have storage facilities, and that forms the basis. Then you better say it's a chance for say Emba. How are we seeking to resolve this as ministry?
For now, ministry has no edinkita home bebre. Obuha nan store no, the storeroom no isa. And in the Kwabene Befa say betimi are expanded, so you are betimi containing more foods and as a food items. And the ministry by money GS edinkita who almost a share has no a Kwabene Befa so some converted at least almost guitar who they know and yet say we do a day because the betimi improvise it within a week or month, but for how long? And they are finding a lasting solution to that. The talks are still ongoing, but for now, I agree on this, or otherwise, I don't think I'll be in the position to speak to that.
All right, email phone lines into na on sofa. Or question be a mepacho no bisa na PRO AU or comment being so mepacho. I had there when we said we don't allow for a unsavory comments and to fra Mr. Marcasana ma emu enyesham. Na emu anti you can make the case without necessarily attacking personality or being abusive. Number is 0244-885140 and 0549508687. Wait here from an animated comment and pay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Brasami.
Yes, I'm morning, Chief. What you didn't be here free.
Namia do me and me did this Simon Mikasapi wisdom product from Gatamas.
Simon Yanko.
You. Yamisra be branded in my pa. Oh, yeah. Me problem I ye maya ye timu ya na ye bo ho ban ya ye pese ko ya se akunku ho se ye yi obi se on kasama dumade bia ye yi nipa wani mje pa ba ukọ fedu on mu a enye adwuma o hwe ye bra ya na ye papa ya wa betan ni kasa mu nyina o ba wo se bibia da yi ba wo bedu fedu ho na se ho na bibia ko yi ni na ho asai eti yesre se owo tumi so betumi aye bibidia e de ni kasa na wakasa sia no oma adwuma no so kisa anye sa dia e be haji mi das
Mr. Meadows and a place offer now by Jumedin is 0244-885140 0549-508687 0549-508687 also betting after na enodi in Kitahwana pay. Hello, good morning.
Hey, Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Where you are from the United States of Kissamana.
About your uncle, Ima.
Medasi, and Pana, Mpatopana Fenisa,
Mr. Ernest Akusa.
Mr. Ernest Akusa, Wakasa fine. But not can be some Sante, Mibawo, senior high, I think I'll go forward to you. And the challenge are.
Oh, wow. Ima, your line keeps dropping on a pay offer maybe 0549508687 and 0244-885140. Any of these numbers no offer over to me enemy edding come offer no board maybe I offer free na fe no radio set no wallo no eddy amame 0244-885140 0549508687. With me after any of these numbers. Now, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
But you didn't be afraid, madam. Yo, Yanko.
Maybe I don't know teachers program. Hello, good morning. Teachers program. My teachers no. I was school once and my program no.
Okay. Now, I say, I'm saying, show I can hear the feedback from a year and pay on command meeting. Hello, good morning.
Sammy Pacho, Melanie, Kosai, Auleni.
Yo, Aule Uncle Bacho.
Yeah, not come,
Oh, Ima, what's the problem with your line? It's terrible. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Mpacho from Ben. Because if it's crowded.
Ben Yanko.
Mpacho a PR recasano or can be about interventions or SS. Let me be Sunday. The Intina government need teachers or SS. No do intervention now. On face scanning good teachers one account to direct or controller. Nothing be what the best schools programs about.
But your mentality, Chechemukakra.
What is Canaba, Sikanan in Cheno, on Koye. Entertain be even the program about management in a teaching staff one woman. Teachers in Intumum and some out in Bambeka. New town do be me disappear, mam there. And you're now ye free steady leave. You're returning for steady leave 2019. Yeah, Ben. Degree holders say you're returning for steady leave. Yeah, Ben. You're upgrading while you ending. 2019. You're tried up to 2022. Still upgrading. You're not some desperate need problem. Regional need problem. You're not some you're national. Headquarters. Even last week, we were headquarters. Me kwa was a young corner, wabe young hujuma. Into Daben, Obandam so 1 2 areas. Yen animal what one good were last year August, no. Not even single month areas in Pono Eden. Which ye? Obandam a teacher and walk classroom. When ya would to yem fancha, this is a ham way. In fact, Seminyo, a Jumampo will bet you am 700 Ghana and Pumbeja teaching. I had to teachers, one boyan. Eban with free SHS now. Only can I say, Aban, I enough for me deliver teachers. In fact, free SHS, Aban no attention in our work, my from a wando. We need teachers wando. Teachers, what's with say, I can't want to make a number come out today. When you be no one break grounds. One angus won't think of no one good research in farmer one. Na political research in a day. Or you would baby a numia rum. No one bomb, no one break grounds. The teachers yell bread, especially yen upgrading, yen incentives. Omba. Into when doing with my man. Bisanamam. They are upgrading 2019.
All right. And I pay Medwasi there and Medi in Como. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir, Chief.
Your family big deal of traffic.
Yanko.
And I pay me a more Kakra and say, Lady Kam, I remember Ghana Education Service for Abaso and a Minister of Education, Honorable Eddie Criminal and Penny Fonso, Honorable Mabaso Pa, because the free SHS by Abeboa Yemupa Yemiano. Yes, share Paya created as a buyer, a busy education, a free Qualebima, you say free education by Napoa. Maybe I make a sign and say, now you want to phobia or me and fear cry yet. Fear the Yona and Colano, one additional most because parents are not that to be in the war. But free education by a control GSS be a moment for secondary school. And then Okasano, Uncolana, if you are nursing training, a business training, a business police training, a course here, we are twins. Immediately, I'm a penny and penny for no. You ever can say, Pierre, whatever to education, education sector no na akoso no wo mo dey and na you can university for national no so you best try wo Oma akwabotujo embra no wonko classroom na won mechre nkwala no ade na watifie na ade tia de sanyina no na a big deal makra medase
Medos and the place of feminine midi and come we have 15 more minutes and sanity media aba area also between affair na or question or comment via or the abe number no 0549 508687. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Tiga we yi daga kita bola lawi.
Mbachenko.
To na na pawe the weather was fire there. Isuma de dia mi sunu na na pawe de PRO abet na studio. We sound some be a factor so. I'm say up to date PRO restaurant. So I'm say my church be but still no. Young who ye yetwe yan kola na e school. For past 5 years, young who ye yetwe yan kola na school. What did you come on say the ye textbook so ejuma no kind of textbook be buy can wash them e ko ye no and one we yan somebody in plan fi school ba no ba daddy my phone or be you phone na ba teacher na say amu chiro bi ka na ma plan say amu be na emotion na wo parent a wo ma plan na ko school no wo ri wa da na plan teacher ayo fi oba school oba fi apa de for 4 months no ji phone ago ago if you am textbook so ja bokurum yes yan to me for my plan yes yan enjoy that's it.
Medos is so for now about Medina so anapay 0244885140. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Fine morning.
Yes, I'm Pacho. Didn't even be for free.
Me wo Accra. Okashi.
Yo.
Nam Pacho, me pesi mi bisa PRO ne asem ba ko pe. Ese pensions transport and TNT transport and allowance was what the man of 1 year up to now.
Okay, transport allowance and my 1 year.
1 year I promise you pensioners 1 year to letters and numbers may be PRO. So, I come and so on first. You have what be clear pensioners. I want to tell you pensioners. You are watching. And when I work up with papers after I could take your transport and I could top papers up to now. What is coming?
All right. But I say just sign up offer now about Medina. So, in fact, 2 more calls now from member studio now. Ernest and trying to answer a few of these questions now. And from hello, good morning. All right, Nipano Emba Homana. So let me try and get a few ones. Oman Fono Ebi Ede Ascendeme and the Payna Mimbisa Ernest. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning, Chief. Yeah.
Hello, Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Aha, Uleni.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Idi supply no more. C'est dire je sais Sammy?
Yeah.
Man can be saying man was in na yet me frey say parazo ye top akesha
school
is it said say in every top say no mkoyi omfanyi djuma e school hon mana and me be frey say but the internet now the research will fear no power because more one or this student it's I mean over the beer my phone now I know the research now textbooks no up to now up to that Nkolano ebe better more future.
All right. Ima Medos and a place of friend about Medina. So yemba back to the studio nominee Ernest and farm communication and brand Ernest obi afraid na work as one more edgy study leave 2019 one more abba back to date upgrade.
Yeah, on say okay more call and also my more upgrade your home or tertiary level now.
Yeah.
By just within a shortest possible time now you upgrade you go through processes until GS and I'm on to day in day out and I say bosumi bia no more number now more wie ho adwuma more upgrade you more and in a minute and on keep waiting and then you say HBR and also on level say or deserve when you be placing her now.
But on a normal day, no, how long does it take to process will be say the upgrade as well or submitting a document?
I'm not privy to that, so I don't want to speak to that. I'm not privy to that, yeah, because they are the what do you call it? Under the GS, GS supervision, so your ministry. It's a normal board have so the petty issue. That's the issues we have. I may not have that for instance mastery over them.
Open even so free. Now we see one more transport allowance. Akemu, one more pensioners, one more DHR, but one more who they are see.
Yeah, pensioners, no issues, no. I think you know GS issues. So I don't want to be a fan. And I mean, name Ikitahudia or one the management of GS, you know. So it don't say me need facts now. Sometimes I don't want to comment on that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yadi and competition ba newie no na
there are some branch be subusa about teacher motivation as intervention money at the moment as the formula na yadi channel ye nya course bebre a cheche for no so as about management no hijack no omo take the lion share akakra no omo de ama omo ministry no to an amount say ne major stakeholders no betenase say I say nya flash rate be because they are not quite say very difficult say bit me tua teacher be say pass through ne true controller because obi a house master obi your house master but the controller cannot say may not be able to identify say we into a inquire person no and obi okra na was say house master or extra task be say dey about school a cheche for be na no ba be san onya che na dey we no Sebi ankora be prepra ankora be ye de ni ade ni nyina no bebre na humanity ya na hes no so say you nkofo bi o keep people bo adwuma no mo ye bisa say we head house master and we chaplain and also we house mistress no wo sawo adwuma ye sadia amma na oye no school it is a computation ya ko bara say head anye formalized as to the formula na dey chair and the ministry is looking into that and they say appropriate time no you be relate to teachers and said this is the approved formula
now because someone who say and double track system no with the figures you are giving us I think 502 that had reduced to 402 which is reduced to 350 per the calculations are the my no started VHSS in 2018 now say around this time no almost about 50 schools and a free month. The vision said by 2024, near free years a double track system, you know, is it achievable?
Yes, more than achievable. Because we share our mobile free this year, new academic about 4th of April 2022 now. A Caribbean will double track. Omina because single track. Because of infrastructural interventions now by provider. And you know, timelines now by the man itself about 5-7 years no. We are hitting before time no crab so.
All right, Ernest, I'm saying, I don't know if there's any information. All right, I think say you bet me afa a bit more course and sana yadi and competition no aba area and number no 0244-885140 0244-885140. I have a few LPMs. I was at Medihu Juma and sana Jumedian aba area and hello, good morning.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
One time question or.
But not a question. A textbook, my boy.
Any puzzle, any akasha, any man I hear parents.
Yes. Now, Obisa say, Anye Biano, Ima, they are Obanese school, no both school in Sudia, Bianamaco targeting. And he don't mention the school, but he wanted to know the school so that they would take action. But don't mention the school. Akasha ne puzzle ne toiletry near the day catch almost on from Brand and way.
Well, I know they are a school in Ankasa and you have particularly Mano schools, you know, say arrangements that all house mistresses and so. Maybe I won't contribute to crack and I won't talk.
Is it allowed?
Well, it's not allowed. It's not allowed, but well, I have a convention, but you know. We say I remember saying no child or SHS not complaints in Bisaba But we shall look into that. Yeah, we'll be looking into that. And yeah, maybe say a course because government provided no money, provided it through as a component of free SHS. You know, you advance it. It's part of the perishables. That 30% and the money goes for administrative, the overhead costs in the school when you know buying advances come on. We'll look into that. Yeah, the best practice, but we'll look into that.
All right. Also, with my friend 0244885140. Now, question be Officer Debraya also so what the hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Masano.
Yes, sir, Chief.
Master Dan Mikasafika so tami.
Yo, Master Dan.
Tami, I say Mukasa in senior secondary school na mo bon common pass. But basically, me person bisa question fa on no my dream.
Yanko.
And I say nkwara no mu nye exam yedi maths ma o mo say dia obi e di first obi e di second we no say no. Or the last no nyakwa say you promoting no kon anima o so kana na. So I don't know, so I don't know my year if you know. I'm not your copy everything. Teacher for problem, worry about that. Some by Juma, Temberson, Mass and Paraina, you know, Munya as I'm Yamagora, I will probably so be that question found. Until no say.
All right, Bedwasi, opening Mamenji response to this question.
Well, in the past, Chebeko school, say, Yabama near lining up. Everybody young na we the first, we the second year. They don't say what can't be so. Because I create book right now, we're very good when it comes to artistic works in there. But chew and porn no head and yadi. But they be hard. You also didn't say you go wait me draw here no maybe and no you're good at. And you know you should say oh exams and went to me more than 40%. And to repeat and now we are. Fabia been here and them no self-esteem a buffer. And the first system, at least Akrabia no Brano, which are the English, math, creative art, when you say, the test paper, no, who sample. But the report, the same say, has a crown and yard. It also improve upon the performance. And I don't know, but I say we did first and we did second year, then there. We don't encourage that.
All right. Yeah. All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Mpumwe.
Nyame adu bacho na answe.
Bacho asema mfem sana se. Dabe pana ye results no beba.
Bacho results ben.
Nkola no omutro this year on report school.
BC na akawanse bacho.
BC man.
All right. Bedo asa no pay so free. Bacho free hefa.
Me free Bojase.
Bojase. All right. Bacho yo medo asa no pay say ofre na na di nkomo. Pacho, mami a bit of education.
Well, I share BC no much bra na yebeko Xmas. And so we on BC for no as a candidate no does more than 400,000. They will deal with such a church for years na ekoye market no. And you know Xmas breaking no more time January and almost start the process no. See be market. Now market yes okwa papa now market. Okay. Team leaders, ever call for training. Okay. Now, zonal leaders, any chief examiners, chief examiners don't back crack. No, my baby, friend is saying, Chichimunu, no musa by region. Sana region also meet with respective assistant examiners. So these are the, that's a marking scheme, and no say in no here. Oh, by next week, next week ended. Community cry hint say by close of February. But we're going to go 4th of April. But if you say I will find more so more a bobo mo say be an ebani cupboard and also ko there obeti me bobo an ho see. And by next week ending there we be not results no omo e there aba.
All right. Me for final caller. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, yes.
Good morning, madam.
Morning.
Pacho, udini we be free, madam.
What's it?
Pacho, udini any be free.
Yes, hello.
I'm saying, Mamma, no, Otie no hunty. I'm saying, the American and a repeating. Well, you can see, I'm saying, na afe no yen twaso honest. Better also no place your 2 years after now by now maybe in Como. It's been quite a very interesting conversation. I'm hoping that some of the concerns I raised, speedy actions should be taken to resolve them. But just like one of the callers said, I like your composure on set. Yes, I must say that. Well, yɛde dwumadi bi abrɛw ɛwɔ ETV a yɛfrɛ no Grass to Grace a yɛsua sɛnea ɔmanfo a nanka wɔn ani baabia na Onyankopɔn adom wapagya wɔn mo kwan a wɔn ɛfa so a ɛna wɔbɛduru saa mpɛmpɛnsoe no yɛde ɛbrɛw ɔmanfo si yɛsua biribi about the experiences of people not to give up in life, that there is a possibility for you to also rise. Into any etitiriwa, womu excel in various endeavors, in various fields, various industries. No, yenyomu edin kubo. Kweshele bi ane 6:30 p.m. or ETV. Na ya the Grass to Grace Jumedina Ebro. SIM card registration exercise no so ekoswa minia bomodi anso bo register SIM card no. Obo *404# or phone so no follow prompts no. We are now up Ghana card na wape a year wo GPS address no na eno no wo de akọ na wako complete process no ewo aye wo service provider be Vodafone, Airtel Tigo and na say MTN. We information ya dey ma say obeda ho so na make sure say SIM card no aye registered. Inshia nyamepa ochina.